Hey everybody, we are Dicey Decisions, and we are here tonight with episode 2 of our Twist of Fate campaign. Brand new campaign we had started last week. If you missed that, check out the back episode is up on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. A couple of quick shout outs. First off, all the character art that you see us having used in this campaign, and also the same one for our last campaign, Finding Purchase, was created by our very own Jack with the direction of our players. Jack has been gracious enough to sketch all the character art we use in the campaign, so it's super appreciative of his talents and that we have that. Also, uh, Brandy is actually wearing two hats right now. She is playing Vora, of course, but she is also running the stream and taking care of a bunch of the behind the scenes stuff. So I just want to give a shout out there. Also, we are using OBS for streaming. We are using Opus for sound. You'll hear sounds being played if I remember to actually hit the button. You'll hear sounds being played throughout the stream. I sometimes forget. And we also are using Fantasy Grounds. So I just wanted to give quick shouts out to those three companies that helped make this possible for us to do. We also have a second campaign that also had their first episode this week, back on Monday, and that was the Zeros to Heroes campaign. Jack, you want to tell a little bit about that real quick?
Yeah, I guess the term people are using these days is a narrative campaign. It's a lot of storytelling, a lot of role play, and we've done 6 previous episodes with no dice rolling at level 0. And then this most recent one, we finally hit level 1 and we rolled our dice. Uh, but it's been a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys are interested to sit in on Monday nights and listen. It's also same time frame, but it only lasts 2 hours a week.
And Jack's the DM for that. We also have one of the players who you might recognize from previous episodes of our last campaign, Finding Purchase. We had a guest, John, who played the Magnificent Megonius. Was a lot of fun.
Magnanimous.
Oh, Magnanimous Megonius.
Magonius McGungle.
Megonius McGungle the Magnanimous. That's right.
Yeah.
What a butthole.
But he has actually got a full-time seat at the Monday night campaign amongst some other great role players, and they're having a lot of fun. So check that out as well. Streaming here on our channel on Twitch. Both of them are same time frame, the 8 p.m. Eastern time slot. And we also have back episodes of those up on our YouTube channel as well. So check it out. And if you really want to binge what we've done, we've got a full 43 episodes of our first campaign up there. If you're, diehard or got a long road trip or something.
including some behind the scenes and character analysis and recaps and stuff like that. If anyone is that into us. It's been fun though.
It is a lot of fun. So speaking of fun, let's try to have some more, shall we?
Pass.
All right then.
All right.
All right.
See you
All
next
right.
week.
See you later, everyone.
Everybody have a great Labor Day weekend.
So last episode, these folks that you will meet again tonight found themselves with absolutely no memory of their own selves, of where they're from, who they are, their abilities, their pasts, all ripped from them, lying on a metal table in a very dreary room that they have come to find to be a mortuary in the city of Sigil, at the center of the universe. They don't know how they got here or why. They also were able to find out, or they also had found in amongst their possessions an individual card that was identified as a single card, each of them different one, that they were able, I believe, through some memories returning, understand that these were cards from the deck of many things. And they all have a shared memory of sitting together as a group with a goblin shuffling these cards. They were able to do some exploration to try to figure out their way out of here. They were warned by an animated skull named Mort to get the hell out of here because these people that run this place don't really take kind of the living hanging out. And this place is run by a faction in Sigil called the Heralds of Dust. They came out to also realize they were each missing a very important personal item to each of them. And as they explored some of their way out of this place, they came across a couple of young children ghosts putting on a play for a few skeletons. The ghosts happened to be wearing a couple of these personal items. And as it stands, Lorelei and a Soul were able to get their personal items back from those two poltergeists. And then as they went into the other room across the hall, they encountered a member of the Heralds of Dust doing some experimentation on a flesh golem. He didn't take too kindly to them busting into the room and sicked his creature, his horrible creation on the party. And after they dispatched of this golem and this Herald of Dust, they found Vora's bracelet was around the golem's wrist, so that has been returned. And the party, being a little worse for wear after these two fights, decided to sit down for a bit of a breather. And that's where we'll pick up with them doing this. If I remember correctly, Soul, you had collected the cards from Kalen.
This is correct.
And you had done a divination of sorts, right?
Yes, an augury.
What did that
Reply
augury?
hazy. Ask
Well,
again
yeah.
later.
So you had asked if you could talk your way out of here, and the reply was weal and woe. So
Correct.
yes and no. So just wanted to remind everybody of that fact as you guys are sitting there. And so as you were taking this rest, it occurs to you to take a look at those cards again, and you pull the cards out of where you were keeping them, and you realize you just have your original one, and you don't have the others.
Friends, can everyone turn around for a second?
Do you gotta poop?
Oh, I'm not poop shy.
Well, that's
Should
that is
be.
something I did not need to know. Thank you.
Good to know. Thank you.
It's not about my nature. I'm sorry.
Quinn is
I
just
just
spinning
go
in a
where I
circle.
please.
Quinn, I don't think you need to keep doing it. I think once is fine.
I want to look at
Falls
everyone's
over.
back and see if I see the cards on their back again.
I'll turn around.
Yeah,
turn.
I'll look. Yeah, fine.
Their cards are not on their backs.
Okay, slight problem, friends. I may have misplaced 6 of the cards from earlier. Just so happens I have only maintained my cards. If you do not mind, I will go check and see if I left them out there. I know I went to the other room to cast my spell.
That's not
I'll just
strange
look-
at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna check to see if I've got mine because the fact that he only has his makes me suspicious.
So you start like searching in pockets and pouches and whatnot, and anybody that does that comes across their own card.
I'll pull mine out of my pocket.
Same.
Ooh, sorry.
Did
So
you
during the
take
short
it?
rest, Kalen is actually not responding to any of you. He's sitting on his knees with his blade across his thighs and is meditating. Almost oblivious to the world.
Well,
Or
you
did you
didn't lose them, so that's good.
did you take your cards back or
No.
No, it's probably
No.
magic stuff.
No.
But we figured since you had yours and not ours, it was a good possibility that something had happened, and we were correct.
great? Whatever that could mean. I'm sure we won't figure it out.
It's, magic stuff. It's just as meaningful as waking up here in a,
In the
morgue
grand
full of
scheme of everything
dead
that's
people.
happening. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, that's not even the weirdest thing to happen us today. So
Nope.
We saw a guy without a face.
Oh, he had one. It was just ghostly.
And
Saw
rotten
face that
eyeballs.
was-
When you saw him after the battle, you realized that the stuff that had melted off from the fire damage looked like wax, and that his face looked like it had been eaten away originally, and that it had been repaired with wax.
Eaten by teeth or eaten by corrosive?
Corrosive.
Okay.
Good
Important distinction.
good distinction. Yeah. Yes. Corrosively eaten away.
hmm
That's some House of Horrors shit right there.
Are we ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I've been ready to get out of here for a while. This place is bleak.
No, we are still missing several items.
Well, can't we find them on our way out?
I have
Awesome.
mine.
I have mine.
I think we're great to go.
I have a feeling
That's not
that-
how this works.
Right.
Mm.
I mean, you can.
Mm.
I was punched through the chest for her bracelet. We're going to get the others.
Fair
You look
point.
fine.
And Kalen puts his blade in the ground and uses it to stand up and says, well, no time like the present.
Yeah, just move
I'm
on.
pretty sure we agreed I should not lead the way anymore.
Philosophers do not go in the lead.
I'm really good at opening doors.
I'd be happy to stand in front for that if you'd like. I don't.
I'll-
Whatever's
I'll be
necessary.
back here.
I'll just stay in the middle.
Those that are less armored, we'll say, and have less hardiness should probably stay in the middle near Madame Vora.
Come, all
Lorelei will
ye
just
people.
look down at her bare stomach. Well, I guess I'm going to the back.
Quinn will just sort of look up at everybody and get into the middle by the big people.
Kalistrick,
will-
Gil, and myself should take the lead, though one of us may want to act as rear guard should we need it. At this juncture, I don't believe we need it.
I can bring up the rear.
Sandwich the little ones between the healers.
It might be nice to put him at the back if he's not poop shy. Hmm.
True. Be careful. We have to reverse direction. Is all. I gotta-
What did I miss?
Oh, he
Nothing,
likes to
really,
shit
Really nothing.
out in the open. Just straight. I don't even
weaponize
think he
that.
has to pop a squat.
Do you?
Yes, because I'm civil.
Can we go, please?
I agree.
I didn't realize this was such a point of contention.
The map
You're
is
shit
yours
walking.
to go as you please. As you exit the room, you look out in the hallway. It is as you saw it before. It continues further east. It looks to branch off to the north and south, and directly east along the wall, you see a. I was wrong in calling it a portcullis door. It is a metal door with a window in it that lets you see into a hallway. On either side of that door, there is a blue handle and a red handle.
What do we see to the north and south?
As you look up to the north, you notice that the hallway continues, kind of ends, but there is a door on the left-hand wall. And as you look to the south, the same thing. You look down south, it dead ends, and there's a door to the left-hand wall. That one you would have known from your exploration of the autopsy room that it connects there. So you've kind of already been there. You just haven't gone through that particular doorway.
Got it.
Are you coming, fancy lady?
Yeah, I guess.
So as you look through, as you get there, you notice that there are these two levers, one on either side of this door, and the levers, the one on the left is red, and the one on the right is blue. These levers, the blue one is in the up position, and the red lever is in the down position.
Any coloration on the door at all?
Nope.
Okay.
We should pick red. It's such a pretty color.
I will take a look here. I don't know if this is a trap or a lock. It requires multiple of us.
I vote trap.
Now, Calistri, perhaps step back a little bit. If this goes wrong, I'd rather not everyone get. Which one was in the down position?
The blue one. Sorry, blue is up, red is down.
All right, I'm gonna go to the red one,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna look at it, look at the mechanism, kind of see if I can figure out like what does this attach to? Is this the door, the gate itself? Is it something beyond? Is it a trap, etc.?
Give me an investigation check.
I will. That sucked. That was an 8.
You're not really sure. Your best guess is that it would attach to something related to the door, or at least in that direction.
All right.
But beyond that, you don't see anything specifically that's cluing you in.
All right. If I step to here, can I use the end of my longbow to like? Will it reach? Will I be able to reach the lever from here?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to draw my longbow, and I'm going to hold it out and use it to push the red lever upward.
It doesn't budge.
Okay.
This is going to be a interesting ask, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kaylin, looking at the red lever not budging, looking at the fact that one is up and one is down, may I make an intelligence-based insight check to kind of ascertain that they both need to be moved at the same time?
Sure. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. You can do intelligence-based insight. That's
So that'll
fair.
be a plus. That'll be click until I get to intelligence. Hey, a 7.
A lot of 3s.
As you look at that, there's nothing that you can tell mechanically that visually connects these two things to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So the likelihood of them needing to go together is possible, but you can't say for sure one way or the other.
Well,
You want to just try it?
try the other one.
Yeah, I'm going to try to push the blue one down with my bow.
Okay. So you take the bow, you push the blue one down, it takes a little bit of pressure, but then it just kind of like clunks into place. Like it wants to be either up or down. It doesn't like to be in the middle. So you put enough pressure on it that it pushes it down. And when you do, you hear the sound of the door locking. Give me perception checks, all of you.
Can't wait to die.
That was an 18 for Asol.
21 for Gil.
9.
15 for Bora.
6 for
10.
Kalen.
Nice.
So, Asol and Gil, you both hear the sound of two different locks. One is obviously this door in front of you. One seems like it's further down the hall to the east of you.
Okay. Now I'm going to try to move the red one. Does it move now?
Absolutely does. As soon as you move it up, a blast of fire fills the hallway.
Great.
No, we're not in the
Burns
hallway.
for about, 15, 20 seconds, and then dissipates. And
Okay.
the hallway was full between the two doors to the east of you. So you see that through the window of the door that you're by. That whole hallway just filled with flame.
Okay, what did- what-
And then it stops.
I have a feeling this hallway was designed to dispose of bodies. You put the bodies in there, you lock the door, and it's a safety measure. The fire will not go off if the door is unlocked. So you lock the door first, and then the fire will work. That's my guess. It is, after all, a mortuary.
I'm going to start.
We never did try the door. That
was
probably
about
would be a good place to
We
start.
didn't. We didn't.
I'm going to start uncoiling some rope. And I would like to tie it to the blue handle.
Okay.
And I want to make sure it's good and knotted. And I'm going to take the rope over to this door. And I loop it around the handle. And then come up to this door. Pull the rope to lift the blue. And then tie it on the second door handle.
So it can't come down?
So it can't come down.
Yeah. Good call.
Okay. So the goal is to position that blue handle so that it will stay in its safety position.
The thought is nothing or no one can lower the blue one to lock us in.
Gotcha. So while you are doing this, the levers both automatically reset after about a minute's passed from your original pull, and the door unlock. You hear the door unlock.
Hey, Quinn,
Yep.
remind me that we need more rope as I'm tying.
I pull a scrap of paper out of a bag and like a quill out of nowhere and like just take a couple of notes and stuff them back into my bag.
I open my bag. I have rope.
Noted.
Did anyone
should
try to
probably-
open the door?
Yeah,
We should probably take inventory of what all we have.
That's a fair point.
Maybe now is not the time.
Maybe
We
not.
should maybe go north before we try the flaming death hallway. I don't know.
That might not be a terrible idea. To be fair, this is out of character. To be fair, that flame spurt probably alerted someone.
I mean, we've been very loud.
So yes, I believe. Yeah, I agree. We should check the other rooms to make sure that anything that we set off is
we have
quiet.
an elephant. We're not quiet.
I mean,
So
Can you call him that?
It's not that far off. I mean,
I'm gonna go here.
What is your race called?
I can't
I should-
remember.
I forgot.
Elephant it is.
Oh,
I look at my reflection and that is what I see.
Right. You know there's a name for it. You cannot
Yeah.
recall it.
If I had a better word, I'd use it.
Okay. Well,
I mean, that's
I don't know if that makes it right, but that's fine.
Say
How
American
about-
history in a nutshell.
How about we go with
Oh, that's terrible. And
how about we go with cool elephant?
I'm just gonna walk up to Asol and be under my breath. I'm just gonna call you big guy.
so the plan was not to open the door, was to go north first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
Big
gonna
guy.
try to stealth, like peek around the corner. I just want to. There's something there. I want to like look and come back. So
But there's a door there. This door is a full metal door, no window, and it looks like it is like got icicles built on the actual door. The door is emanating cold.
Real quick, since we did shout outs, I'd like to shout out my 12-year-old daughter who this week decided to make me brownies and bring them with.
Did you mail any?
yeah, did you bring
If
it
there's
for the
not
rest of
enough for the class, you need to get the fuck out of this call.
That's the rule.
Bye.
No, don't. You'll screw up the screen capture.
Yeah, no.
No, since COVID, you can't share food anyway.
Joey would be very happy about that. Okay. So I point that out, the fact that, the door looks frozen on first glance. And I'm like, that's... Is icicles or is like fully frozen over?
It's like if the room behind it is super cold, so
Okay.
you're seeing like what would be the normal condensation around has frozen onto the door.
I got you. Okay. Well, it goes here. Checking my inventory for something. Bear with me a second.
'Cause
Vora,
he's looking at the.
Yes.
Oh, you go ahead, Jack.
Vora. I cannot shit while standing. Can you?
It's okay. I think I can help.
Help me shit while standing.
No, I was gonna offer you advice on a better way.
I remember how to defecate.
Why do you care if you're standing?
I was thinking of Asol.
You usually do when that's going on.
Meanwhile, over by the door.
Yellow's there standing at the door like this, and he just goes. Gonna pin that. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. And he's gonna take
More
his
door
cape.
opening, less
I
defecating,
really-
please.
I really
takes-
wish I could remember how we know each other.
I'm kind of worried.
I'm starting to wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So he takes the unfastened cape, the one that he couldn't fasten because he doesn't have his pin, and he wraps it around his hand and reaches out for, like, is there a door handle that's visible?
Yeah.
All right. He's going to grasp the door handle with his cape covered hand, and he's going to, with his hand, he's going to like get close and see if there's a lock or anything like that.
It does not appear to have a locking mechanism. It is just a pull handle.
All right. Maybe I'm being overly cautious, but because of the cold on the door, I am going to search it for traps.
Go ahead, give me an investigation check.
That is a 22.
So you don't see any mechanism that feels like it's going to do anything but unlatch and open this door. It is cold to the touch, but you don't feel like there's a source that is bursting to come out. Like it's just a different environment inside.
Environmental? Okay. All right. So, well, this effect appears to be caused by something in the room. I don't think it's necessarily outwardly malicious. I just think it's the air, perhaps. So,
It's probably where they keep the bodies.
I mean, it makes sense. It would actually.
I've heard story. Have I heard story? Is that how this works? Do you keep... Wait, but they didn't keep our bodies in the freezer.
Yeah, I wonder about that myself.
Our
Maybe
bodies
they
were
had.
experiments.
I feel like all of them are. Did you not see that guy double fist deep in his guts back there?
We were being desiccated or
Maybe
prepared
they
to
freeze the
desiccate.
special ones.
Maybe this is where they put the bodies after that.
Or the
I'll
blood.
just lean over and pinch Quinn. Are you a flesh golem?
No, I'm just short.
Wait, punch me.
I give her a little tap on the thigh.
Yeah, not a flesh golem.
I don't think so.
Just open the door.
All right, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Great. As the door opens, you see inside this room has what looks to be 6 compartments built into the wall that look like they are tiny little doors about table height high. They're all closed currently, but you see that there are 6 of them, one of which is ajar. It's open and appears to be empty.
So does it look like
And it is
Lorelai
cold
said
in
makes
this room.
sense?
Yeah,
Based
I
on
mean, those look to be possible little, storage bins of sort built into the walls.
Yeti coolers for bodies.
I mean, do we want to bother to
Crack
check
one
this
open with
out?
the boys.
I mean,
Crack a boy open with the cold ones?
Yeah.
Gil's gonna step like right in the doorway and like check the floor and everything just before he's like, do we want to go in here? Or do we want to just leave it?
Give me a perception check.
I mean,
Remember,
I
our
don't
items
think we
could
want
be
to,
anywhere.
but we don't
Good.
know where our... Yeah, that.
13. What is it?
So
13.
as you're looking around, you hear a faint hello?
From in here?
Is that someone out there? Really
No.
cold?
I'm gonna like carefully listen and try to like pinpoint where that's coming from.
Yeah, one of the doors deep in the room, you hear there's a little bit of a knock coming from it, and I'm kind of stuck.
I turn to the.
Let him out.
He
Yeah,
might
I'm
know
gonna-
where our stuff is.
I'm gonna go in, still carefully because this could be like a trap or something trying to lure us in. But I'm gonna go to wherever I heard the voice.
Seems like
This,
a...
this far one here.
Okay.
And it is significantly colder in this room, but it's not like cold damage cold, right?
Gotcha.
So, there is a door handle there, and you guys can see and once you guys come into the room, you can see the one that's open is just a sliding little alcove for some body to lay in, built
Okay.
into the wall, and there are 4 other doors that are shut.
Ooh, it feels
Yeah.
so good in here.
5 total. So the one that you are near there, Dan, is that he's knocking on it. Hello? There's someone there.
Quinn.
Yeah.
Hi.
No one's home.
Quinn,
I'm not even gonna answer him. I'll say yes, but then I'm gonna look for a way to open it. Is it just a pull thing? Is there a latch or something?
There's a handle.
All right.
Quinn,
Yeah.
be certain the door does not shut behind us.
I will kind of stand in the door here.
I will draw my rapier with one hand just as a precaution, but then I'll open the door, the thing with the other one, the drawer with the other one.
Give me a strength check.
I had a feeling that was coming. All right. Yes, flat roll. That is a 9.
Does not budge. It appears to be stuck. Like the handle popped.
Mhm.
You would think it would unlatch, but it didn't.
Maybe it is
little-
frozen.
Could be.
Hey,
Yeah.
Quinn. You can do fire.
There's a person
I don't think
inside.
it's a
We are not
great-
cooking them
yeah,
alive.
Probably
It's
not.
not that much fire. Just
Please
enough like
don't cook me alive.
I'll
you'll
put my
be
hand on the
fine.
handle, put one foot up on the wall, and give it a nice tug.
I as he is doing that, I will kind of waggle my fingers and cast prestidigitation, and I will try to warm up sort of the outside. I can warm up to a cubic feet of non-living material, and I will just try to like warm up the
seams,
like, edge of the drawer. Right,
Oh.
exactly.
I see him do that, and I'll do it too with him. I was like, oh, that's so smart. It's better than the. Yeah.
With you two doing this, Kaylin, please give me a strength check with advantage from that.
19.
So you hear a single crack, and then it just comes wide open, and you see there is this human male, kind of head first in here. He had obviously like turned himself around. He's got these. He's got an outfit of the Heralds of Dust on, one of the outfits you saw in the room with the ghosts.
Are you dead too?
No. It's my first day, and I took a nap, and then I got
the freezer.
Well, not here, but I just snuck around to a corner and took a nap, and then I guess they threw me in here.
You must be a really sound sleeper, my friend.
Well,
would you say that you sleep like the dead?
Maybe. I just want to get out of here. This place is kind of creepy. I thought I wanted this job, but I really don't.
Are you also a thief? Have you taken things?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
Where are you gonna go? How are you
You
gonna
can
get out of
incite
here?
him if you wish.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
15.
He seems to be telling the truth. He does not consider himself a liar or a thief.
Do you have anything cool on you?
No, unless you want this robe, like my uniform. I don't really want it. I just want to get out of here.
How tall are you?
I'll
I'll offer a hand to like let him step out.
He steps out, and you see he's about 5'8". He's got brown hair, kind of messy.
Those robes won't fit me.
If you want to get out of here, will you show us the way out?
Well, I don't really know the full way out because I was brought down here through the chute. So I can tell you where the chute is.
Well, that would help.
Where does that go?
Well, it's how they dump the corpses in from outside.
You sure you're not a corpse?
I'm not, but it's like a hazing ritual. They're like, on your first day, you have to ride the chute that all the dead bodies ride, and that's how they got me down here. So that's the only place I know. I can take you there.
Galen, perhaps we should kill him.
Whoa!
Not even a little bit.
Why? Whoa! What did I do?
I was testing you. You do not want to die.
No. Well, I kind of thought I did, but now I don't.
Damn, you should go talk to somebody.
Well, I kind of thought that's what I did when I came here.
We're looking for some items of sentimental value that have been taken from us. Do you know where they might have been stored?
Well, I don't know where they would store. I mean, there's a storage room around the corner, and he kind of refers to the room you've found all the items in with the ghosts. I know that much, and I know where the chute drops off the bodies, and I know where they cremate the bodies in the hallway.
Do you know what the room at the end of the hall with the 7 bodies on the tables are for?
Oh, that's where they embalm the bodies. They take their blood out.
And then what happens to them?
I pull out a dagger and I prick the tip of my finger.
I hold my hand out.
Okay, take 1 hit point of damage.
Reminder, Kaylin did that.
and yes, you do bleed.
I just had to be sure.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair given the circumstances. I totally understand that. He says, well, the bodies then, I think they take them down the opposite side of the chute up the hallway to this. I guess it's a graveyard of sorts where the bodies decay. I haven't been shown that part yet.
They don't have a floating skull come and collect their bodies?
I don't know anything about. Well, there is a floating skull, yes, but the skull's in charge of the records, keeps all the records.
What's his name?
The skull?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in charge. That skull's name is Thasiasnus, something like that. It's like THA something. It's a weird spelling. They tried to pronounce it to me. I asked them to spell it. No one could really spell it. That Thaliasnus.
Lean over to Quinn. So not our skull.
Multiple
Accurate.
Doesn't seem like it, unless our skull is lying. Which, I mean, I don't
Could
know a lot
be.
about floating skulls, so maybe.
And
I
what
didn't know
is your
skulls could
name?
float.
Oh, my name's Fruth.
Faruth?
Yeah,
Rhymes with
Oh.
Ruth.
Fruth.
Do you swear that you're Fruth, the whole Fruth, and nothing but the Fruth?
I suppose so.
Great.
Insight
Well-
check.
You can roll one if you like.
Just kidding.
I believe we were on our way to be embalmed, and now we need to get out of here.
I mean, they only like it depends on what they're going to do with you, because like they use some of the dead to make zombies to do their, the heavy lifting, as it were. So if they were going to make you into zombies, but you guys aren't dead, so I don't really know
I'm
that
gonna
they
be
were going to
honest.
do that.
Really, it doesn't matter what they want to do. We're gonna leave, though. I don't.
I mean,
zombie or otherwise.
I think that's smart. I think leaving is a good idea, and I kind of want to do the same. So
Do we have to go through the burning hallway?
Well, to get to the chute that I know of, yeah, I don't know any other way down here.
Is there a mechanism on the other side of the hallway that will activate it? Or only this side?
No, you're talking about the colored handles?
Yes.
Yeah, they're on both sides.
Unfortunate.
If the ones on this side were disabled, would that disable the ones on the other side? Are you aware?
I have no idea.
I'm concerned that a malicious entity might activate it while we're inside.
Huh.
How long's the fire hallway?
Hold on.
Maybe we just run very fast.
It's about 40 feet long or so.
That is a very long hallway. How many bodies do you need to put in a hallway like that?
Well, I mean, from what I heard, they some days they have like hundreds and hundreds of bodies die here in the city.
Damn.
It all depends on what happens, right?
You
Like,
should really work on your law enforcement.
Things happen to kill that many people on the regular?
well, I mean, it is a planar hub. All sorts of things happen here.
I thought this was a place of neutrality.
It is, but that doesn't mean people don't die.
But in the hundreds?
What keeps it neutral?
Oh, she does.
Who is she? She is me?
No, she is the woman in charge. They call her the Lady of Pain. And
Lovely.
when he says that,
You're welcome,
Asol,
Goran.
Yeah.
you immediately get a flash of the image of her comes to you, and you understand that you have a connection to this entity.
Excuse me, I hate to bother you, but you mentioned this Lady of Pain.
Oh yeah, and he points to your tiara.
What significant value does she have to you?
Well, she doesn't really mean anything to me other than she keeps this place neutral. She doesn't allow any one group to get power over another. She decides who comes and goes and how they come and go. It's rumored that she is even powerful enough to keep the gods out of here.
Would she have insight as to how we got here?
Well, I imagine you got dumped down the chute.
Not here specifically, I mean the plane. Or I guess who dropped us, how we got here. We woke up in that room where there's embalming, and we don't remember anything.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I don't think we were actually corpses.
Oh.
Jury's out though. We could have been.
It's odd that they would put this there if there's.
I never saw you before, and I was here all morning, if that helps.
It actually does.
How long were you taking a nap?
Oh, I don't know, probably a couple hours.
While this
The
conversation is
bodies-
going on, Gil's taking a look around the room and focusing on the one that's already open
It's empty.
completely. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The bodies that ascend down, all are wrapped in muslin.
Well, I assume some of them go straight and get destroyed. Some of them go and get experimented on. Some of them go and become zombies. There's lots of things they do with them. I don't know. It's my first day. I literally started today.
You find any cool knickknacks down here before your nap?
No.
Do I believe him?
Insight check.
Quinn has gotten bored and started to open the
13.
drawers.
All right, so you open another drawer. Excellent. As you do, you see a zombie kind of go, open its eyes, look at you, and let's roll some initiative.
Mhm.
That's a 5 for initiative.
23.
I also have a 5.
4.
10.
8.
Seven.
Man,
It's
I go
starting to look
pretty
like
high in
last
the
time.
order with my 8. I'm pretty surprised, I'll be honest.
All right, give me one.
Is Fruth
second.
missing his bottom jaw as well?
No,
He's just a normal guy.
correct.
He hasn't drank the Droolade yet.
Better to do that.
The
what?
drool aid.
Okay, I'm not touching anything, and things keep rolling on my character sheet.
I don't know, dude.
Doesn't mean
That's weird.
Well, at least you investigated really well.
Yeah, it's really strange.
It's extra strange that it rolled the same thing twice.
Oh,
So the doors
Oh.
pop open. Although that is Fruit's picture, Fruit is not missing his chin.
Yeah, so I was by the door, so I will have kind of wandered over to this one and opened it.
Yeah, as soon as one of them makes a noise, the other doors.
Yeah, that's totally. I'm just letting you know which one I have.
But only 3 of them. So, all right. It looks like we're starting off with Gil.
I think one of them is actively inside me.
Hot.
Where are you?
Underneath Zombie 3.
I have never wanted anything less.
There we go.
I'll be honest with you.
It broke off.
All right, Gil,
Well-
you're up.
Get
He
that
already
rigor
has to-
mortis.
He already has a rapier out, so he's gonna just walk right over to this one. Oh, nope, nope. Not dealing with this today. That is a 14.
That will hit.
Is Fruth considered an ally?
He has no weapons, and he is not able to strike with his fists
Okay. Then
to any real effect.
9 points of piercing damage.
All right. That zombie just sneers at you.
And
Fora, which
then-
square are you in?
I am right there.
Cool.
As the zombies have come to life, Fruth disengages.
Yeah. Don't blame him. Disengages a lot. Super disengage.
That's as
Yeah.
far as he can get
Bye.
right now. The zombie that you attacked turns to you, Gil, and swings his arm at you. 7 will miss, I assume.
Yes, it will.
Kaylin.
Calistric, get the one next to the casters. I'll step up, unsheath my sword, and come in low at about knee height, trying to hobble it. Nothing mechanically. It just sounds cool.
Cool.
18 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
For 14 points of damage.
So you definitely take a chunk off this zombie. Probably maybe a half a limb goes flying across the room, but it is still snarling and trying to attack.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in this square, does the pipe thing prevent me from threatening number 2?
No, you would threaten both.
Okay, that's what I'll do then. I will step between them.
Okay. Quinn, it is your turn.
All right. So as I pull the drawer back and am, I can't say frightened, but startled by a zombie that has sort of slowly groaned its way out of this drawer, Quinn will sort of just instinctively grab the vial around his neck and kind of squeak a little bit and concentrate. And as he does, his form starts to blur and shift. And where one Quinn was, there are now 4 Quinns. And they are all kind of like capering around each other and looking very threatening and doing their best to all look very much like Quinn. And so he casts mirror image. And so now there are 4 Quinns.
Excellent.
And that's my action. So I will hang out.
All right.
Do my shadow clone jutsu and then hang out.
This zombie here saw Kaylin come towards him, is the most recent threatening action. So he's going to turn towards Kaylin and attempt to slam you. How about a 21?
Yep, that'll hit.
Big meaty arm slams into you for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Rude.
Yikes.
It's very rude.
Vora.
Fora is gonna walk forward and is going to pull out her warhammer and just wail on zombie number 2.
Okay.
16.
That will hit.
For 6.
Smack into him. A piece of his cheek goes flying off, and he just turns back at you and snarls.
Sorry.
Calistric.
Behind me, my friends. And I'm going to whip out my big maul and take to whacking. On zombie 3, and that is a 6 to hit.
That will miss. The zombie
It
moves
wasn't a one,
out of
though.
the way.
So that's exciting.
Okay. I guess that's it.
All right. A soul.
Awesome. With the knowledge of who the Lady of Pain is, I will channel her energy and let out a statement of may the undead not come and rule this world as they have many others, and I will turn undead. That is
all three of them have failed.
Bing,
yeah,
bang, boom.
they're all turned.
They are CR1 quarter, if that matters.
That's
I'm
my
not that
A soul.
Not that cool yet. Okay.
I'm not that cool yet. About 2
Can't.
levels off of being that cool.
Can't dust them.
All right. So they are definitely shying away from you.
Yes. The turned creature takes an attack of opportunity.
It's a good question.
I
What
don't
is
think
this?
you can.
A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. Perfect. 10, 20, 30, and I'm just going to go stand in the doorway, have them all run into the corner of this room.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Lorelei.
Lorelei is panicking. Ew, they're so ugly. And she'll just run away.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Respect.
All right. So this one that is actually by Quinn here, and he can't. Well, I guess they would provoke, right?
They do.
Yes, they do provoke attacks of opportunity, but if they take damage, they'll no longer be turned. But how would they know that?
Right. So he's moving here, which would provoke only from Quinn.
I have said often that if I have to actually swing my hoopak in anger, something has gone terribly wrong. So I am more than happy to let that zombie get the fuck away from me. That sounds great. I love that for me.
Okay, so he cannot get any further. So what is his action then?
He will then take the dodge action.
Okay. So he is dodging. Is that an action I could give?
I believe it is an effect on the.
It is not.
I lied.
It's just the word dodge with a capital D.
Scott will give you the capital D.
Ooh, baby.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's lowercase, is what she's saying.
Hey. What did I do?
You know it.
Sorry about the drive-by.
All right, so I just put the dodge effect on it, and I created a custom dodge effect. I think that should just work
Nice.
when I need it. So, all right, so He is dodging.
Can we tell if any of the zombies are in possession of any of our goodies?
Oh, and that was what I was going to say about this one before the whole turn thing. Was as you see him leaving away from you, Quinn, you do see that this one has your pouch. Oh, he's not there.
Like,
I didn't realize.
Very.
Sean
was shocked.
away.
He has
Quinn
invisibility.
He just
Quinn is-
he apparated apparently.
Yes. Top of the round. Gil.
Well, all he knows is there's a zombie standing here that he already hurt. That Kalen already hurt, so he sees no reason to not continue that. He's going to try to stab it through the neck because he's like, you know what, this brain probably isn't working that well anyway. Let's try to see if we can like sever this. So that is only a 9, but
But
that hits.
That does hit.
Now I do believe I get sneak attack now. Because
Correct.
Kalen's standing there.
That'll thread.
Why is this not working again?
I consider him a friendly.
That is 10 points of damage.
All right.
Right
now
through the-
he
He
gets
gets that save.
He gets to make that annoying saving throw.
That freaking annoying saving throw.
Yes, number 1, right?
Yes.
I can trigger that. He
You
is
can
so
trigger
bad.
it.
Failed.
What did you do?
Oh,
That's not the saving throw. No.
Ignore
No.
me. I'm stupid.
Correct.
Wow. Damn, man.
Just like that.
So the DC is 5 plus the damage taken.
That was 10.
Okay. So it's a con save.
DC 15.
Let me. There it is. Con save. He fails, so he is dead.
Okay. And I am not going to disengage. I will just turn my attention to number 2.
Okay.
And I'm done.
Fruth is going to ask permission to go through Quinn and Essol's squares.
I will allow it.
Quinn, do you allow Fruth to get through your square? That he
You
wants
might be
to leave.
muted.
Yeah, you are.
You're muted.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, and while you were away, you noticed that Zombie 3, when it walked away from you, had your pouch. When?
Okay. So, Kaelin, it's your turn.
Kalen nods at Gil, seeing that one killed, and then is going to flourish and come from overhead, just for a straight strike to the forehead of zombie numero dos.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a very needy cat tonight. I tried. I tried
that would be
feeding
a
him.
natural 1.
So, as you swing and miss with this, you get a flash of a memory of something embarrassing that's happened in your past. Why don't you tell us about it?
So during training in his early teen years, Kalen was being watched by another of the female persuasion, a young fairy that was watching from behind a tree. And Kalen was training with a blacksmith that was in the town, and he continually got hit across the face to the point that he was bleeding because the blacksmith was just too fast. And he looked up and saw that this fairy girl was just laughing at him. And he ended up like turning away and hiding his head in shame. And from that point on, he only trained solo and away from the eyes of others.
So you are able to recall those individuals' names, the blacksmith you were fighting, and as well as the fairy who laughed at you. As you do with that information as you wish. So, all right. Anything else?
I will bonus action after doing that and feeling that, and second wind.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, now that the zombies have left, it seems like a great time to throw fire at them. So that's the plan. So the vial around his neck glows, and he taps his little hoop back on the ground, and a little bolt of fire comes out at the zombie. Well,
That will definitely hit.
I don't know why I had disadvantage there, but okay.
He's
'Cause he was
dodging.
dodging.
He was
Oh, he's
dodging.
dodging, right? Because he's running away. That's right.
He was turned.
Still hit. Please have 8 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Dang. So yeah, he does not seem to like that at all. He is now no longer turned, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
And I will kind of shift a little bit further back behind my big friend Callie.
Got it. All right. Zombie 2 was attempted to be attacked, but he did not take damage. So he's still turned?
Yep.
Correct.
All right. That means that he cannot get further away from the source of his fear and will just dodge. Try to do this. Yep. Perfect. Vora.
All right, so I have these two lovelies standing right in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, Gil and I are pretty lovely.
and I'm gonna use Word of Radiance. Now, this says each creature of your choice, so can I target both of them?
And your friends.
It says of my
But-
choice.
But that is a choice.
Oh.
It's a choice. It's one of the choices of all time.
No.
Yes, you can-
Choosiest choice.
So you would target both before you roll.
Okay, which I have done.
Great. Now roll to see if they are affected.
I shall do that.
Beautiful.
Both fail, so they're both affected. What does this look like?
Bora's just gonna stand there. She tends to look fairly unaffected, and she just kind of brings her hands together, bows her head, and then when she looks up, this radiance just pops forward and it's not super instant, but it's not very long. And once it's gone, she just stands there. She's just really not particularly emotional.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the damage. Awesome. They each take 4 points of radiant damage, and now they are no longer turned.
I didn't know you glowed. That was cool.
Yeah. Anything else for her?
No, that's it.
Okay. Calistrick.
Alistrick, very angry that his first strike missed, will spin the maul upside down and try to sweep into the zombie's chest and cave it in as he pushes it into the wall. Up. There we go. A 7.
That will miss because it is dodging still from the effects of the turn. So
I would like to rage.
Wait a minute.
Nothing happens.
Next level, he takes a level of barbarian.
But I'd really like to. It's an impotent rage, but
All
a
right.
rage is building.
A soul.
Oh yeah.
Kool-Aid Man.
What you got?
I will simply resonate with the sound of my studying, and I will have the sound of the book shutting ring out towards zombie number 2. Failure.
Fails with his 9 on the wisdom save.
10 points of necrotic damage.
Dang. It does not like that at all.
And I will turn back to our recently woken up friend and say, are you okay?
I'm fine. I just want to get us the hell out of here.
6 more seconds. We'll be right out there.
All right. Not the way you're rolling.
Damn.
Lorelei.
18 seconds. Just be right there.
Lorelei just moves over here and she's doing that like tiptoe, like she just saw a mouse in the house.
Yeah, these are gross.
God, they're so fucking ugly.
Oh, yeah.
Is this what happens when you die? You get fucking ugly? And she's gonna cast Chill Touch on zombie number 2.
Okay.
You know the best thing about the chill touch spell is neither cold damage or a touch.
That's stupid.
The 10 will hit.
10
That will hit.
for 6 points of damage, and because he's undead, he gets disadvantage on his attacks against me, I think. Okay, can you actually remove that? Because that's going to give him disadvantage to attacks on everyone. It's only disadvantage to attacks on me.
It doesn't look like it went on him.
Oh, well,
It
then I
looks
just gave it to myself. Okay.
You did. Yeah, you did.
Well,
I think that means
thanks.
you are granting disadvantage to attack people that target you. I think
Oh.
The effect goes on you and works for people that try to hit you.
You know what? Fantasy Grounds coded this, and they're so smart and it's such an intuitive system that I bet they're right.
Friend of the stream, Fantasy Grounds.
Shout out
and
Fantasy Grounds.
They also can't regain hit points.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not likely unless one of you tries to heal them, but that's good to know.
You don't know my
Well,
life.
I don't know how the zombie skill thing works. So.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Zombie 3, which is the one over here. He was last hit by Vora's attack. So he's going to target Vora. He's no longer dodging. And attempt to slam into her.
Ooh, it
with an
bounced off
11.
a 20.
That die went on a journey. But he swings and Vora, you sidestep out of the way. Top of the round, Gil.
So, when the zombie is dodging, is that? Can I tell he's trying to defend himself a little better, or is
Yes.
it, okay?
It's a physical dodge.
Okay, so Gil looks like he's about to go at him with the rapier, but when he sees the zombie in the vision, he rears back a little bit, pulls the rapier up, points the rapier to the sky, calls out a single word, and just brings it down and casts Sacred Flame on him.
Okay.
That's cheating.
What happened?
When you dodge, you have advantage on dex saving
okay.
throws.
Okay.
So he's
Yeah,
16.
he made it. Yep, nothing happens.
Okay. Fruit is going to head down the hallway.
See, if Dan hadn't remembered that, he would not have cast that spell.
And he hollers out, "What's with this rope?"
It's holding the blue one up.
Kalen, it's your turn.
So, Kalen, as he's saying it's holding the blue one up, reaches a hand in front of the zombie's mouth as he's talking. And as a bonus action, as part of my action, I'm using fainting attack. So
Okay.
I'm trying to get him to focus on yum yum arm, and then immediately snatch it back and come through with the sword. So I get advantage on the attack roll. It takes my bonus action, but it'll counteract the disadvantage.
Will it though?
I still hit.
Yep. Still hit.
A 9 will hit.
A 9's as good as a 19.
And I offer you 11 points of damage.
Okay.
A
Let's
crappy
see if
roll.
he makes his con save. Would be 16 he needs.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution saving throw of a 9. He dies.
So coming across, he just lops the head off.
Yeah, head goes flying across the room and the body crumples.
And then he will stand next to this one.
All right. Quinn.
Quinn will just sort of start mumbling to himself and beseeching Lunatari for guidance. And as he does, a ray of moonlight will sort of filter in over top of the zombie that is near, I guess the only one left at this point. And he will make a save. And he will crit on his save somehow. I even understand that. So good, great, congratulations.
He got an 18, yeah. I rolled a 20, he got an 18. So he makes his save.
I wouldn't really like to see a 20 come out when I click the die roll button, but
Not this time.
I'm not going to make any more saves ever again. I don't think it's not good for me. All right.
All right.
That's
Vora.
I'm gonna go ahead and just use the Warhammer again
Okay.
on saving my spells for something
Sure.
bigger. He's already targeted, so I'm gonna go ahead and 20 to hit.
That will hit.
And 10 points of damage.
You hear the distinct cracking of several ribs as you slam into his side. He is looking pretty worse for wear at this point. Anything else?
No.
Didn't he start worse for wear?
Yeah.
That was great. No, that was the previous guy
Oh, okay.
that you took out. This one now looks like that one did.
I just singed this one.
I will strike him with my heavy maul.
As you do.
Oh,
Ooh, let's see.
DC 19 con save?
Yeah. Not likely,
Oh, he was knocked back immune.
but not impossible. But not impossible. So no, he does fall as you cave in this one's complete and total face. And we are out of initiative.
As
Look
the
at my
sounds
maul
of
like there's
combat
something
kind
wrong.
What
of
did I
die
say?
away.
3
The
seconds.
doubles disappear.
Look at the bodies. I mean,
They're disgusting. Don't touch them.
well, I point out that one has a pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch at least one of them.
I'm
And I just
furiously
I kinda go over-
casting prestidigitation on everything.
That's not a bad
and
call.
I just kind of like skip over and grab my bag and tie it onto my belt.
All right.
I'm going to go from body to body, removing the heads.
Sure. Drop that leather pouch back into your inventory, so you now have that.
And I will be throwing all the heads into this one. And all the bodies into this one. I will search the other 2 bodies to make
Yeah.
sure that they don't have any of the items.
They do not. If you do a full thorough search, there's no other bodies. There is one locker. As you guys are doing the full thorough search, in the locker there was another door that never opened.
Yeah.
You are able to open it. It's jammed a little, but you just tug on it and you reheat it and you do the things you do. You don't need to worry about rolling. But you do realize there is a stash of items stuck in there. You find a very beautiful jeweled goblet. You find a book. And you find a scroll.
Quinn immediately grabs the book.
Ooh, pretty cup.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my book, is it?
It is not.
I'll pick up the scroll anyway. Let's see what it is. Maybe it's.
Yeah, Quinn is just lost, like just leafing through the book. He's gone.
So these items are dropped into the party sheet. There are also several other things in the party sheet. You all should decide who is technically carrying, if anyone's carrying them. And if you don't want them, let me know and I can leave them behind.
Well, I look at the scroll, realize I can't read it, and just like, I have no idea what this is.
Let me see if I can read it. I'll go and take the scroll.
Okay.
You know, this is
The
only
scalpel.
fitting.
Quinn, as you look at that book, you realize it is a book that depicts all the tenets of the Heralds of Dust. It is like their personal manifesto.
Fantastic. It's a book's a book's a book.
It is a book.
What's that doing in there? I'm gonna take the little stone disc.
Lorelai's just going to prestidigitate the goblet.
Right.
And she'll take out a water skin that's miraculously in her backpack and just pour a little into her cup.
Hmm.
And then prestidigitate it again to chill the water.
You're
She's
not high
bougie.
maintenance at all.
I don't think we need the faction uniforms. I don't think any of us are going to disguise
No,
as
I
the
don't think
Heralds
any
of
of us
Dust.
I agree with that.
Oh, but someone took the
None
of them
petrified
are
mouse and
small
that made me
enough.
mad.
Oh.
There's also 30 gold in there. So if you want me to distribute that, I can distribute it.
You can just give it to me.
You should distribute evenly.
Okay, how would you distribute 30 gold among 7 people?
I would give 28 away.
Brandy, it's back in there. The mouse.
No, I'm kidding. You can have them.
Go ahead. No, you take it. I put it back.
That's fine.
I would
Voro,
distribute
you like
4
this
gold
mouse.
pieces to each person, and then
So-
also 2 silver pieces
I'm
to each
assuming
person.
you all have pocket change to make change. There are 4 extra copper pieces after things have been split up evenly.
I would like one, for copper kills small bacteria.
You can
Lorelai just looks at Kaylin.
you can
You
take.
can have the copper.
So you want me to give those 4 to Cal?
All
Why won't it
Cal.
let me take anything?
You have to drag the little
The dot. Grab the
yeah,
dot.
grab the dot and
Oh, I'm
drag
grabbing
it
the
to
wrong
your
thing.
inventory.
That's my bad. I was grabbing the other part.
Sometimes that helps.
You gotta grab the bean, not the Frank this time.
Yeah.
Whoa! Good night,
Capital D.
everybody.
Family friendly. Ba-da-bop.
Hey, it's like code.
If we haven't told you this already, this is an 18 and up stream. Thank
It
you.
is. It very much is.
Just talking about food. What's the big deal?
I mean, we opened the show at least like 60% of the time last season with truck nuts.
It's true. All right.
Yeah.
So where to next?
I mean,
I guess we go to the death hallway.
I guess so.
Do we? I know we said we're not going to disguise ourselves, but would the robes be good for the death hallway? Just for that, so we look like them in the roasty hallway.
There's 7 of us in 3 robes.
Well, we're
None of them
taking
are
our
gonna fit you,
zombie
little guy.
minion as he kind of mumbles something under his breath, and as you watch, he grows about a foot and becomes dressed as one of the House of Dust, and he casts disguise self.
Fair enough.
1.
And he just complete with the weird jaw and like the whole bit, and kind of looks at you and sort of slurs, "I'll be fine."
When you do that, Fruth looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, that whole jaw thing, that's really kind of creepy. You know how that happens?"
How?
Well, they want to die, right? Like, so they drink poison, but sometimes it doesn't work.
I told you they drank the Droolade.
Huh. So is therapy like not part of the health benefits here?
I don't think that they're really concerned with health. It's more like death benefits. I don't think health is big on the list of like priorities.
No.
Things we have made canon in Sigil so far: bacteria and therapy.
Mental health should be canon across all of the crystal spheres, all right?
All right, so
Mental health is healthcare.
You heard it here
Galen.
first, folks.
Hopefully
Galen,
hopefully not here, right?
Hopefully you hear that a lot of places.
Yes, Calistrix?
shall I go first? I shall go
you
to
know-
the far end.
I guess it doesn't really matter who goes first then here.
Are you resistant to fire?
It burns. Will you pull the handle and destroy me, or let me pass?
Well, there's handles on the other side as well. That is why I'm concerned.
Do not lock the door.
That's
You gotta
the plan.
just be quick on the draw. If you hear the door lock, then you throw the switch and then unlock the door.
All right, I'm sprinting through.
So give me you're sprinting.
Yep.
Okay. So you get to the other side, and as you do, you see in the window, you see a zombie wearing one of these robes of these workers with a name tag that says Maurice.
He's going
Look
in the
at-
Google Doc.
Look in the window, and he reaches and he pulls down the blue lever, and you hear the door lock, and the door where you guys are all locks, and he begins to reach for the red lever. What do you do, Cal?
There is a window, right?
There's a window. You see him right outside.
I'm going to reach through, grab his hand, and
It's
pull him
not.
into
It's
the
not an
window.
open window.
Oh, it's not. Well, shit.
It's a window. Like, this is a crematorium. This is
Oh,
it's a
no.
viewing window.
Oh no.
I guess I'm going to attack the door then. I'm going to have to get out. The door, he already locked it. I told you guys not to lock the door, but you let him lock it. I'm gonna hit the door. Well, I can't. I just ran. So
No,
I've used.
We're just starting initiative for that
Okay.
purpose, Jack. So
Then I'm
what do
going
you
to-
do?
I'm
try
going to
stop
hit
this?
because that's what I know how to do. I'm gonna try to knock the door off its hinges.
Give me a second.
I will.
Did the blue lever on our side go down?
These levers didn't move, but the door did shut and lock.
Okay.
My eyes are very wide as I turn around and
It was a.
That was my question: is if our levers moved, so I was gonna stop the red one from moving.
Flip him
Still
back
might be
into
a good
the
plan.
original position.
Didn't really discover. It was.
All right, 1 second.
Guess I can get my rope back.
I wish more of us had worn disguises.
So
I'm all dressed up with no
long,
place to go.
Been good to know ya. So
Do you need uppies?
long, Been good to know ya.
No, I'm like a foot taller now. I'm good.
You're like eye to eye with me now.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on.
I'm almost 5 foot tall now.
You're a
I
monster.
don't believe there's any way for you to defeat this door, Jack.
Even if you
Look-
fire an
Amanda,
arrow
take
at the
paperclip
gazebo?
out of your mouth, please. Before you hurt yourself.
Can I bash through the window at least?
Hold on.
Did you press to digitate it before you put it in your mouth? Okay.
Well, folks, we're certainly hanging on a thread here. In case you're not following, I'm just about to die
Yeah,
due
there
to
is.
a burst of fire.
So you slam your shoulder into this. You see a little bit of a crack in the glass, but no full effect, no amount of damage you're able to do can do this.
Then I'm going to drop to the floor and hope the flames go over my head.
Well, they fill the whole room, Jack. So make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm really good at this one. Got a +1. That's a total of 8.
All right, that's a fail. This is bad.
As long as my undies don't catch on fire.
You might be a liar.
I gotta find that. Where did it go?
Hey, soon you'll get to use your handout, so you just died.
Do any of us have the opportunity to intervene on this side as we see the door slam shut?
I did call it out before he went into the hallway.
The door slammed shut and you heard the locking mechanism. What would you try to do?
Well, depending on what's happening, right? I would at least come down here to see if I can see. There's a window all the way down the hallway, right?
Right.
And can I see Maurice?
Yes, he's behind 2 doors from you. But yes.
Asol would like to do something.
I'll let everybody have an action before I roll these dice.
I will walk up to Kalen and say, hope you're as strong as you look when you wield that thing, and cast Enhance Ability Strength on you. Now open that door, damn it. But that is all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah. I will. I'll pray for Lunatari's help, and I will try to. I can cast Moonfire on any creature that I can see, and I will try to scorch Maurice. Just kind of like get him, get his attention, basically, to see if I can distract him from pulling a lever. So I'm going to try and hit him with the Moonfire.
Okay. Is that a attack roll or a saving throw?
It is a saving throw. It is a dex save.
Okay. And what's the range?
60 feet. A creature I can see.
Okay.
So I just can't target him because I can't. He technically doesn't exist on the map.
He does now.
Okay. Am I allowed to see him? Yes,
He's a
I
space cowboy.
can. He is a gangster of love. All right. Saving throws don't fail me now.
He fails with
Hey,
11.
he failed. All right, Maurice. Have 5 points of radiant damage, and so I'm trying to get Maurice's attention to like. And now I'm also dressed as I'm dressed like him, right? So a priest is like getting his attention and lit him on fire.
Okay. Sol, you did something. Avora, is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to cast spiritual weapon right behind him.
Okay.
And my big key is going to appear. I still haven't figured out how to do that. You have.
That's
to
all right.
So can I go ahead? I can target him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be able to. Yeah.
Yep. 17?
Yeah, that will hit.
10 points.
All right.
That's all I got.
Lorelai, Kaylin.
Yeah, Gil does have an idea. He looks at Kaylin and says, "I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to cut your rope." But basically, once I do that, pull the blue lever up and see if that reverses the lock.
That's what I said.
It does not.
I missed that. Sorry.
It does not move.
All right.
You
Well,
remember
pull the
last
red one.
time? You remembered last time when you did this? Those stayed into position for 1 minute.
1 minute.
after
That's
the-
right. That's right. That's right. Okay.
After the blue lever was thrown.
Okay. I remember that.
Does the door open inward or outward?
This door would open outward towards you.
So towards us.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm going to jam the tip of my sword into the crevice and use it like a crowbar and try and force the door open. Using my enhanced ability, Bull Strength. I am strong like bull.
All right. Give me a athletics check.
Sure. 16.
So you wedge it in there and you pry. No luck.
I tried.
You did.
And I appreciate it.
Lorelai, you got anything?
I pull out a little piece of copper wire and I stand in front of the door.
Uh-huh. Oh no.
I cast message
Uh-huh.
to Maurice.
Oh.
And just hey, leave those levers alone. He's alive. You're not supposed to cremate the live bodies. You're doing a really poor job.
Persuasion check, please.
Ooh, can I help? Because I can speak into his mind and tell him to leave the lever alone.
That's an action, though, right?
No, it's just one of my psionic dice. Let me check it. Might be an action.
So you got a persuasion check for me?
I was gonna wait until he told me whether or not I was getting
You're right.
advantage on
It's
the
an
roll.
action.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no
Okay.
advantage.
18.
So the DC is 14 to convince him, and he takes his hand off of the red lever.
Woo! I'm gonna pull our side.
Everyone hated that.
And you see him walk away from the door.
Wow.
Kalen's
You
alignment
guys did
immediately becomes chaotic evil.
I'll save you.
Cleanse your soul.
I'll
was
save
a-
you the trouble of walking back.
That was a fabulous use of the message spell.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know what's real funny? I split second forgot that Maurice existed and almost just cast it on Calstrick for a bit.
I thought
That's
you were
what I
going to
thought
do
you
a
were
bit.
doing. It's like,
Yeah.
bye, buddy.
I
Me too.
totally thought a bit
See
was
you, soldier.
coming.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your
Yeah,
dad.
I was actually looking at the range on minor illusion. It's only 30 feet. If it was more than because it was 40 feet, because I was going to have the minor illusion taunt Maurice in the room to see if I could enrage him and get him to do nothing but attack me.
I had gust of wind ready in case the fire came. I was gonna try to.
Well, it's a closed door,
I
so
know.
like
Closed
there's
door, yeah.
nothing you can do. I also have gust of wind, and I was like,
So after that minute, the doors unlock and the levers reset.
So I can go through that door?
Yeah.
I'm going to
Alright.
retrieve my 49-foot rope
Okay.
in case it comes up. It is short 1 foot.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, I step in and make sure nobody fucking touches those levers.
So do we? Pull
as
the
soon
lever
as
and
soon
run
as he's
through?
on the other side, I'll come walking through to make sure he's okay.
I say, Vora, it is possible to shit while standing.
Good to know. Good to know. I walk past and I kind of make a wide arc at the end over here where he was.
Lorelai skips through and casts prestidigitation on his pants.
I will let you guys know just for the
Thank you.
the above table talk. That was 8d10 of fire damage coming.
You should roll it just for funsies.
No.
Is it 8d10 a turn?
No, 8d10 flat.
Oh,
Oh, 41 doesn't quite beat double my hit points.
Well, but here's the problem. The door is locked for a minute.
Yeah, he can do
He
it
just
over
keeps
and over.
going.
Well, no, it's not that. The door's locked for a minute.
Yeah, we can't get to him to heal him.
Only you can't be healed. So the only way you make it is if you make the death saving throws,
is that room
Oh.
soundproof?
all on your own. No.
I'm shielding words, only verbal, baby.
Oh, that's fair. It has a range, right?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, then he was too far away anyway.
Yeah, he may have been too.
Yeah,
He was
the
too far
hallway
away.
is the hallway is just out of the other side of the hallway is just
Yep.
out of range of 30-foot
Right.
spells.
What's
Yeah,
in
that's by
this?
design.
There is a door directly in front of you. There is a hallway that goes obviously north and south from where you are. There is another door on the west wall on the north side and a double door straight above you on the straight north.
Which way did Maurice go?
Maurice would have gone. He would have gone north. He walked away towards the north.
Okay. Maurice went that way. I just point off.
Yep.
Where he went.
I'll go ahead and just open this door.
Okay. You open this door. An ornate chandelier hangs over a lavish dining hall. Empty high-backed chairs with decorative cushions sit for several covered platters. A ghostly butler rises from the floor before you, a decanter of ruby red wine in his hand. He speaks in a hollow voice. Dinner is served. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Hell yeah. Now's my time to shine.
Boy.
If we weren't going to break, my comment was, Lorelai, this is your room.
We'll talk about it when we get back from break. All right, everybody. We're going to take a quick bathroom break, refresh our drinks, and we'll be back shortly. Hey, everybody. We are Dicey Decisions. We are back from our break, episode 2 of our Twist of Fate campaign. And our illustrious fighter just survived almost instant death in a burning hallway that luckily his friends came to his aid super fast.
You know what, Scott? I think that would have kicked off a memory.
It would have done a lot of things.
No, I mean, if being in that situation, I think one of my memories would have triggered that. I remember who my father and brother were. That's who I would have thought of as I felt like I was about to die.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Those memories can flood back to you in that moment of panic. As you have now traversed up the hallway and opened a door, you are greeted with the vision of an ornate chandelier hanging over a lavish dining hall. Empty high-backed chairs with decorative cushions sit before several covered platters. A ghostly butler rises through the floor before you, a decanter of ruby red wine in his hand. He speaks in a hollow voice. Dinner is served.
Somehow it doesn't seem right for me to be the voice of reason, but just I just kind of point at my like ghostly, like waxy mouth. I'm just like, they maybe don't drink that.
What are we having?
I'm hungry.
Your favorite meal, sir?
Lorelai runs into the room.
I'll look at the food.
Okay, so you open a platter.
Yeah.
When you lift the lid off the platter, describe to me what your favorite meal would be.
A giant.
Caitlin's. No, you're hateful and racist. So Kaylin is a vegetarian.
He's out of line, but he's right.
But you're right. So it would be warmed asparagus and mushrooms over with a like brown sauce over top of them.
And this smells like the most delectable version of this dish you have ever smelt. It floods you memories of eating meals like this in your homeland. And you begin to piece together like family.
I will immediately sit down and start putting the napkin like in the armor.
Okay.
Come on. It's dinner time.
Lorelai's gonna take the chilled gem goblet and dump the water on the floor and just hold it out for wine.
Wine is poured. And as the wine pours, what wine is it? Because it becomes your favorite wine.
Lorelai loves all things sweet and bubbly. And so I imagine that it'll be like a light pink Moscato.
Of course it is.
Just very fruity and girly.
Just an umbrella appears.
Also, Amanda doesn't know wine for shit, so
It's box wine.
box wine slaps sometimes.
Yes, Asol, you have a question?
What do I see outside of the room? I want to look at the plate of food and the wine being poured.
You see what they have described.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're wondering, is it an allusion to them or specific to them? You see exactly what they have described as they have, poured this wine as he has lifted up the tin.
I am well-mannered but very hungry. Please sit.
You don't have to tell me twice. Lorelai will skip with her wine cup to the back and sit at the
Quinn
other head of the table.
Very meaningfully rub the missing portion of his jaw as he sits down to the table, very skeptically eyeing the serving platter.
Okay.
Gil is not trusting this either. I don't know if there's a way he can determine whether or not what he's seeing is real, because it just seems weird to him. I mean, where in the world did they get like a sliced venison roast with like blackberry sauce over potatoes and a glass of like red
So
wine?
you lift up your tray in front of you,
Yeah.
and you see exactly your favorite meal.
Boris
Shall
sits
I-
down, but
Takes
doesn't
out his
lift up the
dagger and
tray.
like pokes at it just to see if it like.
It has the proper amount of resistance for the rarity you like your venison cooked.
Yeah, Quinn will just sort of crack the dish. He'll see Uncle Taz's roast chicken, and he'll set it back down and shake his head.
Shall I close the door?
Yeah, come sit.
I'll shut the door.
As soon as his butt hits the seat, fork comes up, grabs a scoop of mushrooms, and right in the mouth.
It's delicious.
Vora's not going to take the cover off of her dish.
Okay.
Gil's gonna stand behind his chair. He's not gonna sit yet. He still doesn't trust this. It's
Okay.
too convenient.
It's really good.
Aesel's gonna ask this man, because there's a guy in here, right?
He is a ghost butler, yes.
Ghost butler. Excuse me.
Yes.
Why are we being presented with this food?
You are honored guests. You all receive a meal.
So you do this for everyone.
Oh, yes.
Honored by who?
By the heralds, of course.
Gil,
And
by whom?
he says that as if you should know that doesn't make sense to him.
Having leafed through the manifesto of the heralds, does this ring at all familiar with any of their practices that I might have come across in this book?
You didn't spend too much time
Sure.
with the book, but let me give you a couple of.
Looking at everyone, I say, eat at pleasure, drink by measure.
Nothing specific about their tenets that you read have anything to do with eating or fancy dining or anything like that you were able to glean at a cursory glance, right?
Got it. What else does this honored guest status give us? Can we leave when we want? Is that a thing? Or is it just the food? Or like what does that mean?
I am only in charge of your meal here tonight.
Who's in charge of us leaving?
I don't know that answer. It's not my duty. I don't know who.
Is this a regular occurrence for all people who are visitors to this place?
Oh, I don't know if everyone comes to the dining hall, but many do.
And where do they go after that?
I don't know. I never leave here.
That's sad.
Would you like to leave?
Not really. I enjoy my work.
You do have the coolest job. You make people's lives so happy.
How
There
is
is
your, how is
there's
your food?
nothing better. Nothing better than fresh takoyaki.
So, Kalen finishes his plate of vegetables, looks over at Quinn, and like is really curious and lifts up the tin.
Yeah, it is
Still
a
Quinn's, or is it now Kalen's favorite food?
No, it's still Quinn's.
Oh,
That's a
puts
good
it back down.
there are carrots and potato, like, mixed vegetables and stuff like that. It's your standard, roast chicken. This is like pub fare, like like a full roast chicken with vegetables.
So he lifts it up and like kind of serving spoons and just raises an eyebrow, like.
So you finish your plate. Lorelai, you're eating. Those are the only two people I heard that actually said they were eating.
I will.
Yeah, Asol is eating. Just literally, you take the tin off and like it pours out of just shepherd's pie.
Oh, yum!
And what is in Calistrix? That he's eating?
It is
Rocks.
bright orange. What'd you say? Rocks? No, it's bright orange fish eggs with a bunch of little toasted breads that you can dip into it and spoon it into your mouth. I see Lorelai. Would you like some? This is my gift to you.
It's been so long. I bet that would go great with takoyaki. And she'll like lean over and scoop a little toast up.
It's a pile like 8 inches tall.
Oh,
As much as you want.
I cannot. No. I've already indulged
Quinn has
my
gotten bored
delicate
again,
figure.
flipping through the manifesto.
As he's flipping
Salty and
through,
delicious.
Kalen's just leaning over and taking a potato and popping it in his mouth, taking a carrot.
So I imagine the Loxodon eats like an elephant eats, with the trunk and shoving it into the mouth.
Oh, definitely.
Awesome.
Disgusting.
Mashed
You
potatoes,
notice that Quinn just
all-
sort of like shifts his chair this way a little bit to kind of stay out of the way of just this mountain of shepherd's pie happening, to keep his book from getting shepherd's pie on it, and he's just
All right,
flipping
so
through.
those of you that have chosen to eat, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Hell yeah.
Nah, we're fine.
I ate and drank.
13.
My dad.
19.
11.
16.
All right, so if you made a 15, you will take half of this. 20 points, or 10 if you made a 15 or higher Constitution save. As you are, after the meal is finished, you realize it was laced with a latent acting poison.
You lied, ghost.
I did no such thing.
Lorelai throws
Makes
up.
me sick.
My tongue hurts. My tongue hurts.
Is this the right time for me to say I told you so? No.
Mora
Too
doesn't
soon?
say a word. He just looks around at everybody like,
And you notice that the butler is looking at you and says, "Shall I ring for seconds then?"
No, thank you.
And he
I'll
looks
never
very
eat
confused.
takoyaki again.
He looks very confused.
This is gross.
Does
It
it
was-
still look good?
It looks perfectly fine. You don't want to eat it because of how you feel, but It physically looks the same.
So Kalen's almost entire jaw is gone.
Right, he's really hurt.
Off, all of his lower teeth are gone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just
Mistake were
quietly
made.
stand up. I'm gonna push my chair back. I'm just gonna walk around to Kalen, and I'm trying to figure out which one is better, cure wounds or healing word.
Cure wounds.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast cure wounds on Kalen.
While she's doing that, Lorelai's just pointing her fingers into her mouth and casting prestidigitation down her throat.
You know, I thought it would feel better to be right. I remember it feeling better to be right.
So, as the jaw begins to reform and teeth start popping up, Kalen reaches into his pouch and chugs a potion of healing as well.
I'm just gonna lean over when I do it though, and I'm gonna say, "Think next time." And then I'm gonna turn around and walk back where I was sitting.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself as well. With something.
I think I'm going to pull out my maul and smash the table to bits.
I might join you with my warhammer.
Please, my friends, stand back.
Lorelai moves and goes and
I will
curls
stop
in the corner.
swinging my feet on the chair and hop down.
Gil moves to the corner and just watches the destruction happen.
I will look around for any of our sentimental items now that my jaw has reformed.
Sentimental items.
While he's looking, I'm gonna go up to Lorelai in the corner and say, "Would you like me to
Yes.
make you feel better? I don't know.
Literally anything. You fix.
Here.
Fix.
You do see yes, actually your journal is in this room.
Huh. Now reach out, grab it, start
You pull it
flipping
out,
through.
literally out of my hand, as I've noticed there's a book in the room.
No.
Does
And-
Calistrix start hitting the table?
Oh, yeah, I hit it already.
As soon as he hits the table, can that trigger a memory for me?
Sure.
He hits
Absolutely.
the table, and I just instinctively grab my warhammer and join him, and I get this memory of the two of us in some ruins, just beating them to hell. I don't know why we were doing it, but I remember doing it. And I just kind of look up and kind of give him a determined kind of grin, like, yeah, this is what we do.
This feels right. Vroom.
So as you're destroying the table, you see that the butler is just kind of completely appalled by your behavior from a man who is in charge of keeping this place nice and ready and prepared.
Mhm.
He's not doing anything. He's just appalled by it.
This is my way of saying thank you.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, what is
chuckle.
the table made of?
Just a nice wooden table.
It's wooden?
Not
Okay.
anymore.
The answer you're looking for is splinters.
Right.
Well,
The
it's
table
important.
is made of splinters.
Lorelai
Table.
looks at a soul and just lifts her arms. Puppies.
I don't. You see his massive hands just go underneath you, basically like covering your entire rib cage, and he just picks you up in front of him. Is this what you wanted?
I like this less. Put me on your shoulder.
Kalen unwraps the leather that holds the journal together, opens it and just starts like leafing through the pages trying to find who he is in this book. But the ink is all but faded and the pages are yellow. And there's diagrams, there's words, there's names, but none of it makes sense.
Quinn is trying really hard to inconspicuously read over your shoulder.
So if Quinn looks at it, it almost looks like a spell book, the way it's designed. It's tactics, it's like formations, it's just different ways of doing combat and different styles, but it looks like if you had green eggs and ham since you were 4 years old and you read it every single day for 16 years, the spine's gone, the pages are crinkled.
Yep.
Aesol has fully taken Lorelei and thrown over the shoulder and just has you like bent, laying across the shoulder.
Lorelei just like weakly kicks her legs back and forth.
Is this what you wanted?
Yes.
Good butler, sir.
Yes.
Do you know the layout of this complex?
I'm afraid this is my only place I exist, as he starts picking up splinters of the table and tries
Understood.
to find the next piece of the table that connects with the splinter that's in his hand.
Well, good thing you have eternity, buddy.
Worst jigsaw puzzle ever.
Truly.
The poison that you put in
12 levels
the food.
and kick the table over again and leave.
Where is it stored? Where do you get it from?
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh, it is manifested with food as part of your last meal.
There it is.
That's why I offered to have more of it delivered for you if it didn't do the trick.
If it's your last meal, why would you need... Oh. Clarity comes across Kalen's face. Last meal not by choice.
Like I said, think.
Or, I mean, again, maybe by choice. Have you met these weirdos?
First wanted to die.
By choice goes with everything you glimpsed in that book as well. Yes.
Firth said he wanted to die.
And you look around, Frith's nowhere to be found.
I feel like if this was the last meal, that somebody would be waiting to come and collect us. And maybe that could give us some kind of clue or way out.
It might
he
also
turns
give
to
us
Caltrix. Why don't you see if someone's coming down the hall?
I shall. I crack the door open and look.
Doesn't seem to be anybody coming.
There is none.
The beating of the table might have delayed them or warded them off. I think.
That is some ferocity that the two of you possess.
I'll step outside.
I think, Scott, by the way, thinking about this, the breaking of the table and kicking it over would absolutely trigger a memory for me as well.
Yeah, what does it trigger?
I picture this moment where I'm very young still, and I'm basically hiding behind the robes or skirts of a caretaker while I watch who I assume are relatives or friends, elves and dwarves, knocking over a very large dining table in the middle of a hall and taking cover behind it as the double doors to the hall is being hacked open by an invading force. There's dwarves with axes, elves with bows, a couple of wizards. In my mind, I recognize one of them as a relative, but name and relation just escapes me right now.
Okay, and that
But
is
in that moment, I'm scared.
okay. So you let that fear kind of wash over you, and you do get to place a name or two as you wish into your memory. Um, Maybe the name of the location you were at, so anything like that could come back to you for your knowledge.
Okay.
There is no one here in the hall, yet there are doors.
Yes, there's the door that was across from the hallway you came through. There's a door down on this wall to the south, past that, and then there's the double doors to the north. And then there's hallways that shoot off to the east on both sides, top and bottom.
We should clear the westward door to the south.
Let me go first.
Maybe this time they'll have desserts.
Okay.
Kalen perks up and then went, no.
Quinn will kind of skip down the hall behind you.
All right. So you have another door. You open it.
Shall we listen or open?
I think you should listen.
Kaylin, you said last time your giant ears don't work all that great, so I'll listen with you and give you advantage.
Uh, 19 with my bunny ear at the door.
So as you're listening, you hear kind of the sound of something thudding against metal. Like bang, 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 and then a big thud.
Someone's breaking a table in there.
What can we say? We're trendsetters.
Everybody's got it, you know.
There's a repetitive banging and then a loud
You said it was on metal.
finale.
Like someone getting thrown down a chute?
Perhaps.
Or landing from a chute?
Landing from a chute.
Yeah,
Bang, 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 thud, yeah.
Well,
that makes sense.
Fruth did tell us there was a big slide.
Open the door.
All right, so you open the door, and sure enough, you see there are several bodies on the floor. A toppled cart has been placed haphazardly underneath where bodies are supposed to land in the cart, but they hit with such speed and ferocity that they toppled the cart over, and several dead bodies in this room. And you see sticking out in the ceiling is a chute that comes
step
into this
inside.
room. Okay.
Any people, any ghosts, anything?
Nope.
Do
Or
any of the
lies
bodies
just-
look like Fruth?
Fruth. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As soon as Kalstrick walks in, Gil's going to, because he's not going to let him go in there by himself. We've seen enough ghosts and undead things crawling out of the walls.
From here, I'm going to scan for anything lying about, any small items that might belong to one of us.
Give me a perception check.
While he's doing that, I'll start the bodies are freshly arrived. They haven't been looked at yet, so I'll start rifling through the corpses that have been thrown down the chute.
Ugh.
Are there any light
disgusting.
sources in here, Scott?
Yes.
I'm going to. Are they torches? I'm assuming. Or
Yes.
Are they lanterns?
A continual flame.
Oh, then never mind. I can't affect those.
Perception check of 9.
You don't see anything in particular. You do hear the faint knocking of like you were hearing. It's a little louder now that you're in the room, and another corpse comes, lands down on the floor, splats against another corpse. When it does, bursting out of its body is this just huge amount of black, oozy substance. Please roll initiative.
Okay.
Can I choose not to?
Oh my god, I'm rolling like such fucking ass tonight.
To quote one of
6.
Justin's older
10.
characters, gross. Gross.
Yeah.
That's a 7 for Asol.
That is a 20 for Gil.
15.
I'm sure it won't come up, but I only have one spell slot left.
That's huge.
Oh my god.
Who's eating these things?
Jill, it is your turn.
Yeah.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people I know have eaten food of very questionable origin recently.
I mean, technically, a black pudding could be dessert.
Gross.
You asked for dessert.
Oh no!
I am a benevolent DM, and I have provided.
Quinn did ask for dessert. I asked for this.
Well, I didn't eat, so I don't get dessert. So does that mean
That's
I can leave?
right.
You're an adult. You can have dessert before dinner. Don't let the man tell you how to live.
True. So,
Well,
Quinn, do you have your hoo pack out?
yeah. I use it as like a walking stick. It's always out.
Okay, just checking, because then I
So-
feel it's go immediately, almost as a reflex, when this thing pops out, Gil just almost involuntarily draws his bow. It's just like in one motion.
Picture this picture, but as if that was a dead body that this thing was bursting out of instead of a live
Yeesh.
ogre.
Right.
Get a spoon.
Ew.
And he is going to... I'm going to hate myself for this later, but he's going to attack with his longbow.
Okay.
He doesn't know.
Nope. That's an 11.
That'll hit.
Hey.
Yeah. For 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And he is going to move through Calistric's corner to the corner. And he's done after that.
All right. You do see that the arrow does pierce into this creature. It looks like it damaged it somewhat. It just doesn't have a body part to
Yeah.
kind of describe. So
I mean,
Bora.
technically, it's got lots of body parts. Just
One of the longer
there are
hands.
other people's other
That part
bodies.
there and that part there
Right,
and that
exactly.
part there.
Vora is going to cast Bane
Okay.
on the dessert from hell. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that twice. My bad.
He fails with a -1.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
go ahead
now I
and
put
put
the
that up.
effect on him.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Kaylin.
Hearing the bow twang and the spell casting. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30.
When you arrive, I kind of look up. I'm sorry, I keep standing up front.
So he rushes in. His sword's already out, but it's behind him, and he comes in with an upward slash straight down the middle. And I said that purposefully.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Does a 22 hit?
Totally hits.
can I interest you in 10 points of slashing damage?
You totally can. As you slash through this creature, you realize that your sword doesn't quite damage it as much as it does split it in half. I'll need a second to adjust the stats here.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Way to go, buddy.
Way back in 1982, I did that, and I think everybody knows what's going on now.
But it's
So,
Bane
so
on both of
what-
them.
What it looks like though is Kaylin does the upward backward slash and isn't even facing it because cool guys don't look at explosions.
Right.
And he looks over his shoulder and goes, "Uh-oh."
Oh.
Yeah. I have good news and bad news. I bisected it. That's both news.
I usually twin spells, not the creatures.
Right.
Porque no los dos.
How do I resize a token?
Control Z and
actually,
then scroll.
I'm just going to delete this one and put on the new one. Because it
Ones.
should come up right now. Yep. So you should now see two of them. No,
We see 0.
Yeah.
you don't see them.
No.
Nope.
We saw one for a second, and now we see none.
Okay, hold on.
We win.
There we
There they are. Hey.
At least they're smaller.
But are both
Boy.
of them? Do both of them have Bane on them?
That's what I wanted to ask. Are they both baned?
Huh.
Do they get half baned?
Yeah.
No, they're both
Roll a
baned.
D10.
Okay. Okay.
No, they're both baned.
Nice.
Because I think just the way the mechanics of this work.
It's the same creature. There's just 2 of them.
As it should. Yes.
Right. So go ahead and put the Bane effect on Black Pudding 2 as well.
And not being, a experienced DM, I wouldn't happen to take damage for attacking it in melee, would I?
Oh no, that was coming.
Okay.
You totally hit it in melee. So you take 4 points of acid damage as it splashed some of its goo splashes onto you. As
Don't cut it.
flips.
Attack it from range. I've made mistakes.
Nobody wanted seconds on dessert.
No action surge? You don't want to do it? Sure?
Let's do exponents.
Ooze swarm. It's just like a fucking
He attacks. He misses. Roast.
Do not give him ideas, please.
Calistrick, it's up to you.
Well, since Kalen said attack from range, I'm gonna pick up Quinn. And
Quinn?
Throw him.
nope, I'm gonna set him there.
So you force move Quinn.
Yeah.
So that's going to provoke an attack of opportunity by the Black Pudding against him.
Okay.
Force movement doesn't provoke against Calistrick or against Quinn.
Against Quinn.
Against Quinn.
It's forced movement though, isn't it? So like Quinn didn't have a choice to move. So wouldn't it technically
Because maneuvering attack specifically says the ally moves and doesn't provoke, so I don't know if the Psy Warrior thing says the same thing.
Is this a Psy Warrior effect?
It's not. I just picked him up and
No, you
moved
just
him.
pick him
Okay.
up.
But I
Usually
do have a
count as forced
protection,
movement?
so I can limit the damage he takes because I've got a protective field. But yeah, I don't know if it provokes or not. If it
Well, you'd
doesn't-
have to take an action to do this, to move him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and moving him, like, he is leaving his threatened area.
Yep.
I just wasn't sure if it counted as forced movement.
Right. Well, I guess the question is, do you resist, Quinn?
I mean, if a strong person picked me up and moved me away from a creature, I probably would not resist. No.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if I'm being honest, if picking
Get
up
bonked.
an ally and moving him away from a creature didn't provoke, that'd be kind of
Yeah,
broken.
cheesy, right. So 15 to hit Quinn.
Definitely.
Oh God.
Oh my god!
Fuck me.
This thing slams into him, and the acid burst just dissolves the flesh off of his body. Sean, I'm
Well-
sending you a handout.
Hold on.
He said that he could reduce the damage.
I can reduce the damage by this much, or plus. Hold on, plus 1, so 5.
So,
That's got it.
so
There's
20,
-8.
20 wouldn't be instant death.
Just
Right?
unconscious.
So you are just unconscious, not instant death.
Scott's like, fuck my handout.
No, my handout's there for whenever.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Let me uncheck my
That's about the
failed.
looming
Let me
threat this
uncheck all 3 of my
entire time.
failed death saves real quick here.
Are you at 0?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, I'm at negative
Okay,
lots.
great.
He is at
There
0.
are no negatives.
I got you in a minute.
He is at 0. But you are not dead because Kalstrick put up whatever. Was that a reaction?
Yes, it's a reaction. Protective field of psionic energy.
Did you want to move any further?
Me?
No, good. Thank you, though.
Oh my gosh. That was my reaction. I just kind of put him down behind me and I take my maul and whack the thing.
You just sort of sag
Yeah.
to the ground, plunk, and just collapse.
Ew, he's a little sticky.
Well, sorry, Sean.
Moving him was the action, right?
Yes.
Oh, move it. Yeah, so I can't hit.
Right.
So that's my turn.
Oh.
All right.
I tried to save you there, Sean. I really did. I fought for you.
Brandy, can you put the Bane effect on Black Pudding too?
If Quinn maybe had memories, he might have known better, but he doesn't.
They don't both have Bane?
They no, because I had to split it. So right now you only have it on Black Pudding 1. It needs to also be on Black Pudding 2.
Okay, hold on.
Because it's about to attack me.
It is.
Okay, hold on.
It is, and you just saw what it did.
Uh-huh.
Alright, there you go.
That -2 to Constitution.
With the 2 on the die, -1 from the Bane, total of 6 to hit. I miss you.
I
That
miss
would
you
be
too,
nice.
Aw.
Still, this is
Must
those
be nice.
Ugh.
Quinn,
Nobody
here
missed
comes
me.
Quinn. Now this is something we haven't had this happen yet with an action that comes up. Name a memory you have as you are losing consciousness.
As I'm losing consciousness. Well, gosh, probably I would have like a memory of another very jarring sort of moment in my life, and one of the more recent jarring moments that Quinn would kind of think of is the last time something really terrible happened to him. He was in the Tower of High Sorcery at Wayreth, and he was kind of observing some of the more experienced mages and wizards kind of casting a spell, and he kind of felt a nudge from behind, and he's pushed into the effect of this spell, and everything goes black.
So as you're feeling that, you also realize you gain the realization in your potential dying breaths here. You gain the realization that you did make it back home to go through your trial, even though you are maybe not of that power level currently. Right?
Interesting.
Go ahead and make me a death saving throw, please.
Yeah, sure.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. Okay.
Hey,
That's
16.
not a whammy.
That's one success.
I mean, not a whammy.
I'm whammyless, but thank you.
Black pudding number 1. I'm going to stop targeting Quinn because he is not.
We'll walk over towards him.
But Cal is right there, and Cal just took that guy away from him. So Calistric's going to get attacked. Does a 13 hit?
It does not.
All right, this thing swings a pseudopod out at you and misses. A soul.
5, 10 feet of movement. Walk in using my last spell slot of the day to cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
On Quinn, and then
Ow!
A Soul is going to say, I'm not sure what my job is as the philosopher, but I think it is my duty to tell us that we should fucking run. 5, 10, so 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. Lorelei.
Lorelei will shimmy down off of a soul's shoulder.
Oh, he dropped
the... Oh, okay.
Bravely ran.
Fine. I'll use half my movement to stand up. I'll see the black pudding. Use my free action to throw up again.
Yeah.
And then cast Eldritch Blast on this
thing.
one. Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. I can't see what my dice is in the way. 15?
That hits.
Why is everything in here so ugly? And she'll like cry a little.
So that slams into the creature. It does seem to reverberate with damage from the force. And definitely took that. All right. At the top of the round.
Oh, I don't like that.
Another body.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
No.
A body comes falling through the chute. I need Kaelin, Calistric, Vora, and Quinn.
No.
To make me dexterity saving throws.
I just woke up, man.
Uh-huh.
Good.
I am
15.
A 4x4 square. I'm just outside the range.
21.
10.
Nice.
Calistric, Kaelin, and Quinn are spared as the corpse that comes down the tunnel slams into Vora. Vora, you take... Please give yourself 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Wow.
And you are knocked prone.
Sheesh.
That I'll put on you.
Good lord.
I'm so funny. I'm trying to type on one computer and mouse the other one.
Let the bodies hit
Why
the
is it not
floor.
working? It's been in my head for the last 15 minutes.
It is Gil's turn. I need to add music. Thank you for the reminder.
Well, Gil's trying to be smart, but also trying to be a team player. But he did hear his soul say, "Time to run," and he sees these things, and he thinks he might agree. So he is gonna move to like back here next to Lorelei. His bow's still out, and as he gets to that spot, he basically spins in place as he skids to a stop, targets Black Pudding number 1, and attempts to shoot him again. That is a 24.
That'll hit.
For 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And I am actually going to continue my movement to here, and as a bonus action, I'm going to hide.
All right. Vora, you are prone on the ground.
Okay, is it
That one!
Nice.
Is it an action to stand, or is it half my movement? What is that?
Half movement.
Okay. I'm standing up. And
No longer prone.
What's that?
No longer prone.
Okay. And so many decisions. I think I'm gonna I think I'm going to target Black Pudding 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Get out.
Does a 23 hit?
Oh, yes.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
That bolt slams into it. You can tell some of the physical form blows off of it. It definitely took that damage. You also have an effect to add to it. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No.
Kalen.
Kalen shoves his sword into the cracks in the ground, reaches it behind his shoulder and pulls out a dagger, spins it, and is going to drive it into the top of Black Pudding 2.
Okay.
I don't have to declare it, so I will not declare it, but I will attack, and I have advantage.
Oh,
Still hit. So this
Still
will
hit.
be
You
maneuvering
rolled the greatsword if that matters.
No, it's +5 either way.
Okay. Double check.
Maneuvering attack.
Okay.
That wasn't me. So 8 points of piercing damage, and Quinn, you may move up to half your speed without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Oh, it's anybody?
Yeah. Target ally.
Okay, I may move. I may
They
move.
can be
half,
any. I thought they had to be adjacent.
I may move half of my movement.
Yes.
I struggle my way to my feet on my hoopack.
So you gave him a free stand up from prone. That's great.
That's not bad. I'll take it.
No,
Yeah,
that's not bad at all. Yeah, I'm now leaning against my staff heavily.
That's fantastic.
And then I will action surge.
Okay.
Pull out the second dagger in the other hand. Attack Black Pudding number 1.
Okay.
The D4 for 7 points of damage, and then as the bonus action, I will use the offhand dagger that I just pulled out and stab.
Nice.
Nice.
So this will not get my strength modifier. So if you could kindly add 2 points of damage to Black Pudding number 1, piercing.
Got it.
So he's standing there with a dagger in each hand, just kind of bobbing and weaving.
All right. Kalistrick.
I've got to come up with something, a saying like it's mall time, but that's not good enough.
Go to the mall.
It's hammer time.
Get
take
in,
it-
losers.
Let's
We're
all
going
go to the mall.
Good day.
I'm gonna try to splat this thing.
It's clobbering time is trademarked.
Yeah,
Trademark, yes.
So is this hammer time.
that's a 10, which
That will
still hits.
Definitely hit.
Stop hammer time doesn't really work, does it?
No.
That is 8 points of damage.
All right,
let's
that
see.
And-
three damage slams into this thing.
I'll take my what is it called when a fighter gets to go again?
Action surge.
Action surge. I'm gonna swat him again.
All right,
There we go. That's a 19.
that will definitely hit.
That's 10 more points of damage.
Wham, wham.
This thing is beginning to lose some of its form, but it is still up and moving.
Okay.
And Jack, because you're new to playing a fighter, I would recommend using your second wind. It's a bonus action.
Oh yeah, Justin,
I-
you hit it 3 times.
I sure did. Fuck.
Okay. 7 and 5 is 12. 13, 14, 15 points of damage. Acid.
Uh-huh.
Jack, you hit twice.
I did.
Oh
Whoa.
no.
Plus 2. So total of 10 points of damage to you, Jack.
I will use my second wind as a bonus action.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, agreed.
And that's my turn.
Take a deep breath.
Did you give yourself that 10 from me
Oh no.
before you did the second? So add 10 points of damage to yourself.
Will do.
Because you guys
can
are
boss you
attacking
around
it in
like that.
melee. So
Uh-huh.
Yep, we are. That's all we can
Attack it from
do.
range, but I'm gonna hit it 3 times with daggers.
Do as I
Caleb,
say.
are you
nothing I
done?
do.
Jack,
The
are you
point
done?
of learning all these tactics
I'm
and
done,
strategies is to know when to break the rules.
All right, so Black Pudding number 2 still has Kalen in melee. Is going to go after him.
Yes.
Does a 17 hit?
Oh,
That's the number.
Ooh.
Oof.
Night night.
You go unconscious. Quinn.
Um,
Oh, and it would move forward.
well, that's bad. That is really very bad. So I am going to panic and, but not really, because fear is not really a thing I do. But things look very grim, and I like the rabbit. He's very nice. So I am going to grip my vial tightly and pull my diamond out, fit it into my sling as I'm kind of leaning against it, and a chromatic orb of fire comes racing out at one of the black puddings, and as it does, it splits into 2. And another one arcs into the other black puddings. This is chromatic orb against each of them. So we'll go black pudding number 1 first. How is a 23?
That will hit.
Cool. Have that many fire damage. 14 points of fire damage on the first one.
This thing falls apart and completely dissipates.
Same.
All right. So the second black pudding,
Oh, you said dissipate. I thought you said dissociate.
22. How is
That will
that?
hit. That will definitely hit.
Please have 10 points of fire damage.
You see some of this black ooze just kind of burn and bubble off, but it's still moving.
Yeah. And yeah, that's all I can do. I know they said run, but now somebody has fallen, so we can't run. So I am just going to readjust to this side of the room.
Okay. A soul.
Hearing the sound of my compatriot fall, I will turn around 5, 10, 15, 20, and I will, with my freshly found healer's kit, rip off one of the patches
Uh-huh.
and stabilize our friend here as an action.
All right. Mark off at use.
Yep. And bonus action.
Now that lets you do it without making a check, right?
Yep. No check required. He is just stable.
Okay.
Bonus action. I'm gonna basically play chicken with the black pudding and my trunk, trying to draw its attention away from Vora.
Okay. Lorelai.
Kaylin! And she'll like run into over here and she'll rummage through her bag and pull out a gemified cup and a healing potion and pour the healing potion into the cup.
Extra time to put in the goblet.
Pour one
Bonus
out.
action.
Pour one out for my homies.
It's bougie healing is what it is.
Swirl it
Pours
around,
her
pinky
healing
out.
potion.
You mean pour one out in your homie?
In your homies. Ooh.
She'll pour her healing potion into the gemified cup and then just like pour it into his mouth.
Excellent.
The cup has been prestidigitated since the poison was in it,
Yes.
as an FYI.
So that's 2d4 plus 2 healing.
Oh yeah, I get to do it. Oh, have 6.
So give yourself 6 hit points back, and you are no longer unconscious.
It was better than the cleric.
Move!
Well, yeah, because at the end of the turn, a body's gonna fall and knock me unconscious again. That's better than 2 failed death saving throws.
Yeah, you saw where I moved.
I will back out of the room.
I'm sitting here thinking of it, and I'm like, oh no.
All right, I do need dexterity saving throws from Vora, Asol, Kaelin, and Calistrick.
Wow. Come
How does
on.
an 8 sound?
18.
18 as well.
Oh,
3.
So the 2 clerics get slammed by a body, landing on you, doing 6 points. Please give each of yourselves 6 points of damage, bludgeoning
Could have
damage.
been worse.
I take it on the chin.
And we are at the top of the round. It is Gil's turn.
The
Yeah.
song told you what to do. It said let the bodies hit the floor, not get in
The
the way.
clerics hit the floor.
Because that pudding moved, I can actually see him from where I'm standing.
Okay.
So I'm going to steady aim.
That's probably wise.
Let the bodies hit the clerics.
And there's a 13. God,
That
even
will
with
hit.
advantage. For a total of 8 points of piercing damage. I can't move because I did steady aim, so I'm done.
All right, Vora.
All right. Am I down again?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
we
would
would
have
be
been prone. You would be prone. So
All right. I'm not going
ha-
anywhere, so I'm just gonna use half my
Stand
movement
up.
to stand up.
Mhm.
And then I'm trying to save some things. I'm just going to cast Word of Radiance at
Okay.
Mr. Man right here.
Yeah. He fails his save.
Got a level -4 on the Bane die. That's nice.
Also, that's about as far from Mr. Man as you can get.
So 3 points.
All right, he takes the radiant damage. Anything else?
Nope.
Kalen.
Kalen struggles to his feet. He grabs one of the daggers and looks like he's about to plunge it in and thinks.
I
And then
swear to God.
With disadvantage, he's going to chuck it so he doesn't hit.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you're gonna throw something at disadvantage, a pudding is a good one to do it against.
Sure.
I wasn't targeting it. Does an 8 hit?
Yes, that will hit.
Okay,
Nice.
I need to read the wording of maneuvering attack. I need to know if I can target myself.
That's fair.
Maneuvering attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die to maneuver one of your comrades into a more advantageous position. So no, I cannot. But I will use it to
Push Calistrick right up into that pudding. Do it.
A soul is prone.
Soul is prone.
Both your clerics are prone. Oh no,
No,
just
I'm
a
not.
soul
Zora
is prone.
stood up. A soul
Yep.
is prone.
Zora stood up.
So I will maneuvering attack Asol so that he can stand up.
Fair enough.
Which I will.
Okay.
Nice roll.
Nice roll.
14 points of damage.
All right. Calistrick.
Yep. I'm going to move all the way up here. Yep, right there.
Throw them all.
And nope. I'm not letting go of my maul. I gotta go mauling. All right,
There you go.
it's maul
There it
time.
We're workshopping it.
Yeah.
We're not there yet, folks.
It'll eventually be a t-shirt.
It's no Gnome Depot. But
It's no Depot.
No. That's an 18 to hit.
You did not have it targeted, but that would hit.
My bad. That's another 12 points of damage to it.
Hold on.
Okay.
You take 2 points of acid. Please add that to yourself.
Will do. I
And you
am
said
out of. Go ahead.
12,
Yeah.
which will kill it.
Thank God.
Smash.
squish.
So
Get out.
immediately, if we can jump out of the or move out of the way before the next body falls,
Yeah.
I
Well,
would appreciate it.
Yeah, Quinn will stay against the walls completely on his
Yeah,
way out of the room.
correct. Quinn can get out. A soul can get out.
A soul is going to actually as an I don't have
I'll be
that
fine.
spell, but I'm going to yell as loud as I can. Stop dropping the dead bodies. We're in here collecting them.
Okay. Fair. Are you leaving?
I'm gonna pick up the bunny as an action.
By his ears.
Are you strong
no.
enough? I'm wearing heavy armor.
Well, I'm a Loxodon who can carry, lift, and push double its size with a 12 strength, so yes.
I think that tracks. Let me look at your character sheet.
Powerful build.
You can lift,
You kinda
push, and
look-
drag 720 pounds.
Yep, that'll work.
Okay, cool. Moving half my speed, 5, 10, 15, putting the bunny right outside.
Okay.
Was nobody's stuff was in there, right? We didn't.
Hold
we didn't
on,
see anything?
Laura. You're not moving yet.
We haven't checked.
I'm still in there as well.
Lorelei? You doing anything?
Nope.
All right. The final body, because there's 3, it says in the module, does come down. I need reflex or deck saves from Calistric and Vora.
Oh boy. Ooh, 17.
You're good. Vora, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
So good that I had 33 hit points to begin with. So.
Well, that takes you to 32.
No, I have 10 now.
Wham!
No,
Wham!
you just took 11 more.
I
You
know.
should be
I
going
was at
up.
I was at 21. Now I'm at 10.
No, those are wounds. You track wounds going up.
Okay. So I was trying.
So
I was
you're at-
subtracting.
You're at 32 wounds of 33 hit points.
Wham! Wham!
So- But now we can drop out of initiative because that is clear.
And then I will walk back in and get my sword and my daggers.
Who's still missing things? Are we? Can we leave yet, or still 2?
Do you think it's really that important?
Was your
What are
necklace
you missing
important?
anyway? Yeah, it
Well,
was.
then there you go.
I kind of want to go back and sleep on the metal slabs.
I don't mind. That may not be the best place to do it.
Morally object to sleeping in that place.
There are 2 more doors. There's the one on the eastern wall in this hallway you're all standing in, and there's the one at the very north, the double doors at the very north.
They've all been great so far.
And there's obviously a passageway to the east of where Calistric is standing.
Do we want to check this room, see if anyone lost their belongings? We never actually did that.
It would be hard to lose your belongings where the bodies are still first coming in. But I'll look through the door. I'm not going back in.
But before
There's
I
no
do
more
anything,
bodies falling.
Before I do anything, I
Bodies
should
have-
probably cast something on myself.
Okay.
If someone sneezes
Yeah,
at me, I'm gone.
well-
So.
I'll just sort of shrug and just start rifling through the bodies and see if there's anything, any unusual trinkets or knickknacks or whatever. Like, fine. I will go back in there and take a look.
I will
Yeah.
as well. I'm skirt the edge of the room. If I hear anything clanging in that chute, I will move to one of the walls.
Yeah, there's no more bodies falling, and there's no items to be found.
Okay.
In this room.
If I'm casting something on myself, how do I target myself?
Same way you target an enemy or an ally.
Okay. Got it. Well, that's something.
So
we
there's
have the
this
double
door and the door to the up here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come, we'll go this way.
We
Quinn
must
will
find
lean on his hoopack and limp his way up the hallway.
Oh yeah, we're
Well,
all
I just-
fucking bad except Gil.
Lorelei looks wistfully at a soul's shoulder.
Is,
I know, he gives great piggyback rides.
Is this you asking for uppies again?
No, you dropped me last time.
So just open the door.
No.
So even though this is underground, the ground is covered in snow. Snow blankets this quiet indoor grove of icy brambles. Carcasses worn by time lie partially buried in the sleet and ice. A skeletal black-barked tree looms over the gloomy orchard. Its branches bear a single ripe fruit.
Oh hell no.
I
I
read
wasn't
about
gonna-
this once.
If I wasn't gonna eat my favorite meal in there because I didn't trust it, there's no way in hell I'm touching that fruit.
What kind
Can
of
we
fruit?
look? Can we look through the
I
door
hate
and
to say this, but Quinn is really interested in this fruit. It's like the only fruit on this tree. Oh man, Oh man.
Do we see any of our trinkets on these bodies or on the tree?
You can make me a perception check.
I'm gonna do.
I'd
the
like to
same.
start
Yeah.
with tracks in the snow.
There are tracks in the snow.
That's a 5.
You, Cal, you do not see anything from the doorway.
What
I
size
can-
tracks in the snow?
So these tracks are petite, medium-sized tracks, footprints. They look slightly animalistic, but humanoid at the same time. They're kind of strange looking.
I can cast Detect Magic at will. I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Doo.
Necrotic energy, the entire room.
I was gonna say I try to wiggle my way through these people so I can get a better look.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if that was the case.
There is a aura around the fruit of necromancy.
Oh, hey guys, that apple is really sweet.
See, what Scott's not telling us is all the dead bodies in here were the people who ate the other fruit that were on the tree. Maybe.
You do notice that this is the layers of bodies packed in this snow look to be varying ages of decay, and they are being consumed slowly over time, is what it looks like.
By the snow?
By the trees.
By the tree.
Oh no.
Fertilizer.
Yep.
What about that?
No, thank you.
No, nothing to see here. It looks like I don't see any trinkets.
You didn't roll a check, but that's okay. You can say that if you wish.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do a quick scan just around.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I don't see any trinkets. I rolled a 6. That apple is going to kill you, and the trees maybe are consuming the bodies. So, yeah, maybe don't go in there. Anyway,
May I make a check to identify the
She's-
tree?
skips off.
Sure.
I can also cast Identify at will.
I gotta look something up real quick to give you answers on what to check.
Whether it's nature or arcana, or maybe religion. Regardless, I will be using my Ring of Puzzler's Wit to get advantage on this check.
Gil will move to the door into the doorway so he can take a look around as well. But after
Nature check.
Cool.
I'll move out of the way for you.
I didn't roll advantage. Hold on. 18 or 6. I will choose the 18.
Okay. Yeah, you would recognize that as a Gulthias tree, which is a type of blight.
Do I know what they do?
This particular tree devours corpses.
so the fruit is designed to give them corpses to eat. Probably.
I guess what Kalen would be most concerned with is sentience or not. Like, if is it malevolent eating corpses or eating corpses because that's its food?
Or is it like a fly, like a Venus flytrap,
Right.
and it doesn't actually have sentience?
Gil,
Mm.
if you could shoot the fruit off the branch, I can pull it out
I
of
would.
my mind.
No
I
fruit. I said no fruit.
Yeah, based on what Laura just said, I don't think that's a good idea.
Just because a single fruit is dangling doesn't mean we have to go mess with it.
Matter of
So
fact,
you
the
would
fact that there's
know.
only a single one tells me not to mess with it.
Exactly.
You would know that the tree is basically infused with a supernatural evil, and it is consuming the corpses around it for its own
Okay.
fuel, but
Got
it
it.
doesn't. It doesn't like go anywhere. It's
Right.
just doing that, and this looks to be contained to this area.
But Vora, the fruit is attractive.
I
Tree
moved to
is
the
evil.
doorway. I'm also not going in the room because who knows, but I am going to do a scan of the snow and see if I see anything glinting or anything that looks
Give me
like
it.
it could.
Give me a perception check.
That is a 20.
Yeah, really, really hard to see, but on the tree, hanging right near the fruit, actually, is your ironwood pin.
Gil just stares at it for a minute. Deep breath.
Tree's evil.
I am going to shoot the branch it's on to try to knock it off of the tree into the snow.
Make me an attack roll.
Oops, I hit it twice. Sorry about that. The first one is an 18.
That will do it. You definitely hit the tree branch that it's on and dislodge the pin from the tree. It drops to the snow.
I will very
I
carefully.
grab your shoulder. I put out my hand, and the thing, it's loose now, right?
Correct.
It should fly right into my hand.
Bingo.
Yep.
As-
use my...
As Calstrix does that, you all watch him do this. You all have a vivid memory of him doing this sometime in your past travels with him. So you all like see him use this telekinetic power, and you've seen him do this before. Maybe he was pulling a weapon from across the room or something in your memories, and you all just kind of have a group moment of like this feels familiar, him doing this.
As soon as the ironwood pin crosses the threshold of the door, Kaelin reaches in and just shuts it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm fine with that.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Calistric. That saved me a little bit of trepidation. I wasn't looking forward to going in there.
Tree is evil.
Yeah, fruit make dead.
So, put
You
paper
don't
on my
really
neck.
know
I
that.
think-
I do.
There may be something to be said about having the fruit, not for us, but for our enemies.
I'm not entirely sure that that's actually a fruit. That tree uses corpses to fuel itself. That might be bait.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I have an easy way to find out.
We close the door and move on.
You can't throw
Agreed.
Quinn in there. It's not okay.
No.
Oh, well, I could.
Please don't.
Bruce.
Quinn would
Throw
prefer to
out.
stay with his feet on the ground
When
if he had a choice.
You
When
see this
Kaelin-
floating.
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, all you.
I was just gonna say when Kaelin talks about the fruit being bait, can that like spur a memory for Lorelei?
Sure.
She thinks about the trenches of water, like it's a deep trench of water, and remembering these fish, these large fish that use lights to lure in their own prey. She's like, yeah, that's bait. That tree is a fish.
Anglerfish.
I like
Aesol
fish.
reaches his hand out, and you see this fuzzy gray hand apparate from it, and it goes to open the door.
Ew.
No.
Why would you do that? There's a reason he closed it.
Because we could use it.
I'm not going to touch it. Are you going to touch it?
I'm not planning on touching it.
Well, then, how are we going to use it then?
Please don't.
With this hand.
I prefer that
Hmm.
fruit stay at a distance. I don't.
What else do you use that hand for?
Don't ask questions. That's private.
For 4 copper, what is that hand for?
What's that hand do?
Oh. Well, you see, when you're a being of my size, there are parts of my body that are hard to reach.
Oh, do you use it to wipe?
He's talking about pooping while standing.
Well, that's what he
Cal.
did say. He wasn't
Why?
too shy.
You don't wipe? Aw, prestidigitation.
Just right in the pooper.
That's gotta be sexual harassment, right?
That's straight up assault, man. I'm sorry.
All right, now hold on a second. If you could actually prestidigitate, you would totally use it for that. Every last
Absolutely.
one of us would.
You're correct.
Every last one would.
If I could prestidigitate, I wouldn't leave my chair ever.
Oh man.
Arguably, like the most useful spell in real life.
Not arguably.
I mean,
Every
wish is a hell of
mother
a
would
spell.
want it. You would wish for prestidigitation.
So are you gonna push through a soul, or are you gonna listen to your friends and stop?
As a person who can do magic and has been I guess I wouldn't necessarily know because I don't know that spell. Never mind.
Hey, Sol, I appreciate your inquisitive nature. However, she identified the magic as necromancy, and my studies have proven that this tree is predatory. Nothing good can come from antagonizing it further. It is a being of evil. It is a blight.
I think he's right. I don't think the fruit is actually fruit. If my memory's still a little foggy, but the fish uses a fake light on its head to lure in prey, and then it eats them when they get too close. But it's not like it's part of his body. It's not actually a light.
I want to see one of these fish.
I don't know where I saw them before. I cannot recall.
So talking about this, Kalen recalls training and learning the fainting attack maneuver that he has, where he shoulders quickly and then reverses and hits. And it's the anglerfish talk, the talk of this tree about having a piece of bait that makes an opening for a kill. I learned it.
What are you gonna do next?
We have one more door to open down here.
Does everybody have their thingy?
No. Still
Who's
one.
missing?
Well, Calistrict does.
Calistrict.
What is your thingy?
It is not important except to me.
Then it's
Which makes it important.
Makes
What is
important
it?
for the rest of us, then.
It is none of your concern.
I don't know.
It'll be
about
easier to
that.
find if we know what it is.
Lorelai just turns around and walks away from him.
You
Down here.
You helped me get. This is very dear to me, although I'm still not quite sure why. You helped me get it back. To say yours isn't important sells yourself short.
So you took a lap around the soul, Calistric, as you walk down that hallway and the soul of your trip. You notice that there seems to be a locked iron gate with steps that go up. Those look like interior steps. Those of you by Calistric, that is a hallway that goes to steps that look like they exit to, like, you know, the old houses that would have like cellar doors outside.
Yeah. Okay. Well, can't leave yet. We still.
Well,
Unfortunately,
Kalen's gonna go ahead and open this door too.
Okay, I'm running back over there.
All
Is
right.
that over there?
Yeah, if you can't tell us what the thing is, you got to at least tell us when we find it.
Very well. It is a booklet.
So you open the door.
Oh, I like books.
Yes.
That's very important.
A floating skull with gemstone eyes hovers above an
fuck.
aged desk strewn with elegant stationery. Deep in thought, the skull chews a black fountain pen in its ink-stained bony fangs. A sea of crumpled papers is strewn throughout this chamber, and dusty scrolls line pigeonholes wall to ceiling behind him.
Quinn's
Thasalax?
eyes get huge. It's just
Tesseract?
like
Thassalon? That's something, right?
that's
Mr.
a ladder,
T?
that's it. The other guy didn't know either.
The new guy didn't know your name.
So he says, "Don't bother me while I'm thinking, please."
What are you thinking about?
I'm
Point of
trying.
contention, you're always thinking.
He stops. He looks and he says, "That's true. But it's also true that I don't like to be bothered when I'm thinking. So I
Never
also
liked to.
say that that's true." He says, "I am trying to come up with a proper obituary for this poor sod.
Can I help?
Are you good with words?"
Yes, I am.
Yes,
He's
I
already corrected my wording twice, so I think that might actually.
Says that and Kalen just turns? Really?
I mean, he's already corrected my wording twice, so.
He is.
I'm pretty
looking for
good
a
with
book.
words.
I wouldn't picture you as a orator. Maybe
I
it's your
know a
rough
couple words.
exterior.
In speech, but in writing.
I
I come from my booklet.
I don't know who you are or what you're referring to. Are you?
I'll cross the threshold, see if there's any reaction.
No.
I'm gonna wiggle into and try and get a look at the papers he's looking at.
I just want to make sure you guys get an understanding.
Yeah, the gem eyes give me pause.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what?
Justin knows.
Oh, so does Dan, and I'm not happy with this.
Amanda doesn't. Oh, beautiful.
Brandy.
Mhm.
Oh, those are really pretty. They look like peridot, which is my birthstone.
Mine too.
And he says, "I am trying without any success." And he kind of gestures with his nods in all directions at the papers strewn about the room to come up with a proper epitaph for this poor soul.
Can you
Is that what
tell
these
me?
are? Are these all epitaphs?
No,
As a man lives, so shall he die. As a tree falls, so shall it lie. He that lives wickedly can hardly die honestly. Either of those should suffice.
says, "Well, this is a Doomguard who drowned in a bathhouse. So I'm not really sure that fits, but
What?
nice try."
What's a doom guard?
What's a bathhouse?
What does died mean?
Wait, you don't know who we are?
We didn't know who we are.
But he
I don't
runs
think-
this
I don't-
place.
I don't think it's as much know as it's as much care.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So, but you don't. I mean, you run this whole place, though, right? You should know. The people, the corpses in and out of here. You write the obituaries. You do the
You
whole
are
thing.
obviously not a corpse.
We were left as such.
We were in the back room,
The desiccation room, as I guess they called it. I don't know.
embalming room.
That's the one.
Were you there to perform some experiments or retrieve some corpses?
No, I think they
No,
thought
we were under a
the
sheet.
corpses. Yes.
on the table.
There was a mistake.
I hold up the muslin.
I'm just looking at everyone like, shut the fuck up.
He says,
Literally
"Well-"
just eyebrows furrowed like, are y'all stupid? I thought I was stupid.
He says, if you wish to try to solve my problem and actually write a worthy epitaph of a man who died and drowning in a bathhouse.
He died as he lived, doing what he loved.
What was his name?
Lived. I don't know.
Oh.
So
Here lies Doomguard number 1.
Why this Doomguard? Why is it important?
It's the next epitaph I need to write. I write epitaphs for all the dead.
Beware of water.
So-
Get out when you oughta.
Pretty good. That's pretty good.
Make me a persuasion check.
7.
He turns his nose up at that and looks highly offended, and it looks like he's starting to get a little angry with you all.
While this is going on, Gil's going to scan the room and see if he sees anything that looks like it could be Kalastrik's booklet.
Give me a perception check.
The whole video.
That is an 18.
It's hard to tell from where you're standing, but there is a shelf of books below all the scrolls behind his desk.
I point that out and go,
is an epitaph what goes on the gravestone?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we don't know his name. What if we marked it the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier?
Rub-a-dub-dub, he's dead in the tub.
All right, so either one of you is making a persuasion check, and the other one is giving you advantage because the juxtaposition of those two things are kind of perfect.
Take advantage because you have charisma.
Okay. This guy's being rub-a-dub-dub. He's dead in the tub on his epitaph. Poor bastard.
This also clarifies which one of them is.
Oh, 18.
That is exactly the DC you needed.
So is it going to be rub-a-dub-dub? He's dead in a tub?
Yeah, he totally likes that. He thinks that's hysterical. He starts cackling, and he writes it down, and he says, "Oh, well, that seems to be the last on my pile. Now, what's it you need?"
We're missing a book, just like a small pamphlet. We heard you have like a really nice library. We just came to look and get our book, and then we can go.
Oh, by all means, have a look.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'll go take a look for my little journal type.
I just let my fingers do the walking. I am like looking at scrolls and reading about like everything I can get my hands on.
So when you go, you key it. Your book is right there on the shelf behind him. So I'll drop
Okay.
that in your inventory.
Thank you.
For you, Quinn, your first scroll you see is actually a hold on, I'm gonna get this saying right. I have the wrong book open. Death certificate.
Do I recognize the name?
Nope.
Just a death
But
certificate.
it looks like this is filled with death certificates.
Got it. I will not put it in my bag because it seems like I should probably stay in this library. It seems disrespectful to take death certificates.
So now that we've helped you, can you help us get the fuck out of here?
What is keeping you here?
I don't know. All your people who keep trying to kill us?
And knowledge of how to leave.
Yeah, that too. We're kind of lost.
But you just simply go up the stairs and go outside.
I think they said they saw 2 stairs.
Great.
Oh, one goes into the building and one goes out. If you're trying to leave, I assumed you were trying to get out.
Oh.
Yes.
And could you recommend an inn?
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves at this point, don't you think?
We're new here.
It's been years since I have visited an inn, so I doubt even ones that existed in my day are still in business.
We're the shot.
You should find a tout.
A what?
A tout.
A what?
They're like guides of the city of Sigil.
Oh. Sick. Okay.
Do they
What do they
wear
look
some
like?
kind of livery?
No, they're just out trying to get you to pay them to do things and take you places and whatnot.
Oh.
They're easy to find.
We find
Okay.
us.
All right. Well,
Your eyes
thank
are
you.
neat.
Sure. Anybody doing anything else in this room full of stuff?
I'm leaving. I've got all my shit. I want to go sleep.
It's all scrolls and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of scrolls here. It would take way too long to go through, I think.
I think Quinn said they're just all death certificates.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to look at the books in the bookshelf, but that's okay.
I would have.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
I would have perused the books if no one else was perusing the books. Just
I went
looking at
after the
spines, looking at
scrolls.
names.
Yeah.
Or I can barely read.
There's nothing really special on the book spine names that catches your eye.
I am going to go through the death certificates to see if I can find ones that have our names on them.
Give me an investigation check.
That is a 15.
So you are. How much time are you going to spend?
Until my colleagues are like, let's go. And I was like, all right. But it's just more of a curiosity, you know. I want to see, because we kind of like know each other's first names based on what other people told us, but I'm trying to find out what our full names are. Maybe we can find them on the death certificates.
Mm-hmm. So you guys all realize that that's what Gil is doing.
Do you have a sorting system, Mr. T?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. The newest ones are right here, and he points to a stack that's there.
Maybe we start there. I mean,
think so.
we're new-ish.
Yep.
We're pre-embalming, so.
So sure enough, you are the top 7 on the stack. And the biggest difference between this one and all the others that you look through is that there is a blank where it says cause of death.
Oh, fuck.
It
Is this
not
normal?
filled out.
Is the back of the death certificate the same pattern as the deck of
No. These are actual death certificates. They have your full names on them, which does trigger all of that for anybody who has not heard their full name yet. And they are filled out with the time of death that would have matched roughly the time, like an hour or so before you woke up.
Are they close together in time?
Identical.
Okay. So Kalen looks at his, looks to the floating skull and says, "Are we supposed to fill out the cause of death? Do we get to choose?"
Not
sorry.
usually.
I'm
just looking
sorry,
at him like, what do you
What do you
doing?
mean?
This one is mine. This is my name.
But you're not dead.
True.
Well, then that's a piece of trash.
Can we keep them?
Sure.
I'll fold mine up and put it in my little journal.
Same.
Unwind my book, fold it up, put it in.
So many
You
of us
never
have
know.
little
You might need
journals.
to fake your own death.
Oh,
Yeah. Do these need to be? Do you
Yeah.
stamp these?
And I kind of skip out of the room.
What did you say, Lorelai?
Do you stamp these when you're done with them, or do they just? This is like legal tender document.
It's just a record of who died and why.
Oh, so no stamp. Perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We'll be leaving now.
Agreed.
Excellent.
Nothing keeping us here. Thank you for your help.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It looks Quinn.
Rub it down. I'm gonna tip my hoop back at him and leave.
Yeah. What you gonna do? You each have your items.
We know. We figured
Eat.
the cellar door. Let's just get the hell out of here. I don't.
Yeah. I don't care what's upstairs.
I do not care.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so you head out the cellar door side.
Yes.
As you break out into the city above, you do notice that this is a very strange place. The buildings are all very angular and at very strange angles that don't quite fit your perception. You look up to the sky. There is no stars, no clouds, but there's moonlight, but no moon. As you look around and you see, as you look through the city, you see different buildings and whatnot, and the landscape seems to turn a little bit upwards. And it continues upwards, and your eye kind of follows that. And then you go, holy shit, we're inside a ring. The city is in the shape of a ring and you are inhabiting the inside edge of a giant ring. And as you're all looking up at the sky, trying to figure out where the hell you are and whatnot and how strange this feels, you hear a voice over your shoulder. Ah, newcomers, eh? Bet you need a guide. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Like a little tour guide flag.
Quinn is just looking
The town.
desperately for the moon. Just
No moon.
right.
No
really,
moon. Yeah.
really disconcerting.
Yes, but there's obvious moonlight. No moon.
That's like the
Weird.
worst thing you could have possibly told Quinn.
I knew that when you decided to play
Damn.
this character, I'm like, he's gonna hate Sigil.
hey Scott,
Yeah.
did we level?
Yes, you do.
Oh,
It actually worked.
It
that
worked.
never happens.
No.
Yes, as a matter of fact,
Barbarian 1.
you do. Nice. You
No, I'm
do.
kidding.
You do level, and you can feel free to do that right now. Although you still need to rest because of your conditions. But
Yeah.
we'll pick up with you meeting this this individual who has offered their assistance to you at the beginning of next session.
Great.
Nice.
All right, we just finished chapter 1 in the Turn of Fortune's Wheel, and now the party has made their way into the city of Sigil with a little bit of information, still not all. Their full memories aren't back, but they are piecing things together one by one. All right, we are Dicey Decisions. This ends episode 2 of this campaign. Check us out on YouTube and whatnot. Thanks if you've been watching. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in a week, Monday night. Check out Zeros to Heroes. Jack will be running this Monday. And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Guys, I get another cantrip.